Oh, I forgot to hit record. There we go. Okay, we are live across all 13 channels. I'm just grabbing my coffee. Ready. Hey, Nick. Hey, Orca. What's up, you boas? The boas are here. What's up, boas? Okay. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about free speech this morning. Nick, hey. Hey, Talib, Zena. What's up, Mark? Okay. Hippie Chick, hello. Steve Running, hello. What's up, everybody? Cool. All right, let's focus on some free speech this morning. Interesting piece of audio for you guys and video. I watched this morning. I watched the whole thing. I'm just going to show you a clip. Here's my bees. Short legs. All right, so this is 12 minutes in.
So the fun thing with the circuit.
Can we start in Russia with Mr. Snowden?
Okay.
This is not a unique.
He's been accused. Do you remember the old line that we're supposed to all know?
He can return to the United States and face the charges.
But he can also surely, people who are accused of crimes are allowed to their right of free speech, are they not?
Did you hear the chuckle? People who are accused of crimes, they're allowed free speech, aren't they? You realize why he's chuckling right there? Listen to him say that. I might have to turn the volume up. Listen to the chuckle here. This is 12 minutes in.
To the United States and face
but
the
he can
charges.
also surely, people who are accused of crimes are allowed to their right of free speech, are they not?
Do you know why he's laughing when he asks that question to the sole person who represents the entire United States government in that meeting right there? Do you know why he's chuckling when he says that? He's chuckling because he can't believe he has to fucking say that to a United States administrator of the United States federal government. He's shocked that he's sitting in a room and he has to look at Jen Psaki and say, you believe that American citizens have the right to speak, don't you? I can't believe I'm asking you this stupid fucking question. Listen to him ask it. Listen to him chuckle one more time.
States and face
But he
the
can
charges.
also surely, people who are accused of crimes are allowed to their right of free speech, are they not?
I love the way he asked that. And I love the way he laughs at it because, and I'm in shock. And you should be in shock too. Because this is the United States federal government. And that's the woman that they've chosen to represent them that tells you that not every American citizen deserves speech. If they speak out against the government, if they expose the government for crimes, what? That should be the most precious speech of all. The critical speech. The speech you don't want to hear. You don't silence it. Yay, if you don't want to listen to it, fine. If you don't want to admit that you're a war criminal, fine. But you don't get to silence the people who know that you are. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the chat right now. All right, let me know. How do you guys feel about this? The fact that this guy literally has to ask a representative, hey man, aren't American citizens allowed free speech? Well, you want to hear the response? Here's the response. Oh, I'm sorry you're in surgery. Well, I hope you're doing better, Debbie. Get well soon.
Matt, I think we've gone the round.
It's a legitimate question. I mean, you talk about
Isn't that funny? He says to her, aren't American citizens allowed free speech? And she says, I think we've discussed this enough. No, and then another reporter chimes in and says, no, I think that's a good question, and I think you should answer it, Jen. How about you answer the question, Jen? Come on, Jennifer. You going to answer the question, Jennifer? With that stupid fucking smile on your face? Huh? You going to answer the question about an American's freedom? About his right to speak out against the government? Oh, that you're a little team player for? That you're a little team player for, Jen, huh? Censorship's gotten out of control. He should already know. Sad he has to do that. They forgot about rights. All of you that answered. Hippie Chick, Nick Brown, Steve Running, Holly Hornet. The four of you. 4 people answered my question. How do you feel about the United States having a representative obfuscate and not tell you whether or not they believe that American citizens have a right to free speech? He asked her. He didn't answer the question. She's going to get asked the same question again. Listen to the answer.
even in Russia that journalists have been persecuted.
Right? America's always crying about Russia persecuting journalists. America's always crying. The government here is crying about journalists in China being silenced, journalists in Africa being silenced, in Yemen, in Syria, in Israel, Palestine, you name it. And the American government, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's horrible. You shouldn't silence journalists because they're speaking out against the government. Now the American government is silencing multiple journalists. Eric Snowden is one of them. You've got Julian Assange and others, whistleblowers. These are legitimate journalists. You know, when they expose the United States government for the crimes they've done, every one of us should be screaming for their support. All right? And the fact that we let this Jennifer, come up in front of the goddamn country and sit there and say, well, we here in the United States don't support a person's free speech because they're speaking out against the government. Well, that's just silly, and that goes against everything that America stands upon. And you guys should be disgusted by Jennifer. You should be disgusted by Jen Psaki. In fact, I'd love to see you guys tweeting about it. You could tweet it at the Biden administration. You could tweet it at her. You could tweet it at Edward Snowden. You could tweet it at me. Let me know how you feel. Love to hear your comments on Twitter where other people will actually see them. Let's hear her response to the second request for her answer.
And political activists have been persecuted, and you call for free speech around the world, but you're not saying that Mr. Snowden has the right of free speech.
Right.
That's not at all what I was saying. We believe, of course.
No, Jen, it's exactly what you just said. And that's why the reporters felt the need to ask you why you're having a problem with Edward Snowden being asked questions in another country about what he's witnessed. It's exactly what you're saying. Not only that, but you're offering sanctions against Russia for holding the goddamn conference. Now, I know you guys are like, what the fuck is Nate talking about? We didn't talk about any of this. It's in the first 12 minutes. We'll go back. But first, I just wanted you to get the crux of it because so many of you guys tune out in my show and you swipe and you leave. And I just wanted to spit the goddamn truth on you. But for those of you, I do call you pussy. Do that. Yeah, I call you names and I go, when you leave, I call you fucking horrible names and you deserve that. Don't leave my fucking show. I will call you names again. For those who choose to stay and listen, good. You're going to get the whole goddamn story. For the puss run out on me before I get the goddamn message out. I got you. Yeah, you heard the whole goddamn thing. Fuck you. You can leave now. I got you. You heard it. Uh-huh. See that? And when I see people walking out before I get to the goddamn point, it pisses me off. I'm like, I'm going to make my point to start with. And then we'll go through the rest of it. I got all this motherfucking, boy, I'd like to spit on you before you leave my fucking show. boy, would I like to spit on you. I need every single viewer that I get. Every time you walk out, because you can't stand listening to something that's a little complicated for a couple minutes and you decide to walk out, it pisses me the fuck right off. But I got all of you now. All 15 of you heard exactly what the fuck this show was about, what it was, where it was going to end on, and you got my goddamn opinion, how I feel about it. Perfect. Let's go back to the beginning though. One more thing. We'll let her peep out one more thing. Play ball, people. Exactly, Nick.
Broadly in free speech. Our concern here was that there was obvious facilitation by the Russians in this case.
Yeah, because America won't give him a voice, so Russia had to do it. Right? Get over it. You should have been the people giving Edward Snowden the forum, Jennifer. All right, it should have been you. Hey, Oracle, what's up? It should have been you, Jen, not Russia. So Russia. Wow, that interesting. It's almost as if the roles have completely reversed on free speech. And Russia supports free speech while the United States persecutes you for it, tries to lock you up in prison and murder you for it. Hillary Clinton wanted to murder Julian Assange for exercising his free speech. But, go vote for Biden, go vote for Hillary Clinton, go support the goddamn the Democrats. You'll get called out sooner or later. If not by me, by somebody else with as much common sense.
We've conveyed that. We've conveyed our concerns.
So you're upset. You're not upset about the press conference. You're upset that the Russians facilitated.
We certainly are upset.
This use of the word upset. We're upset. We're upset. We're upset about this. We're upset. We're upset that someone's using free speech and using that free speech to criticize us, to say that we murdered some folks. We don't like being called murderers. Well, you are. And maybe you're just trying to cover it up because you're scared you're going to go to prison for it, Jen. Is that why you're trying to silence the people that are calling you the murderers that you are for the crimes that you've committed that have already been proven, that you've murdered innocent people in other countries? Sounds like sour grapes. Thank you, Orca, on her part. Thank you, Orca. Assange, Snowden, Manning. Right, Holly? Right?
That there was a platform for an individual
But
who's
what
been
does that
accused of
matter?
felony
What does that matter, really? I mean, people that are in jail or on trial in the United States, they give press conferences or they speak out all the time. It sounds to me like you're not really upset with the act that he spoke. You're upset with
Nick.
the fact that the Russians did something on his behalf.
I think I've expressed what we're upset about, and you keep saying what we're upset about, but I think I've made clear what we're upset about.
Just a quick, I'm sorry.
It's
question on this.
semantics.
The secretary has said in the past that this issue with Ed Snowden is just not his portfolio, and that all of this is being handled primarily through the Justice Department.
Mhm.
Can you clarify what the State Department's role is then? Because obviously there is contact today on the ground in Russia with.
Well, I think just for context's sake for everybody, that was said after a meeting with Foreign Minister Lavrov. Obviously, there are a number of issues that we do discuss and will continue to discuss with the Russians, but we're going to express concerns where we have them. We have been in touch on the ground. Embassy officials have been in touch on the ground with Russian officials. So yes, of course, we have expressed our concerns and they have been expressed previously, but the secretary was making in the context of his meeting with Foreign Minister Lavrov.
So what is the regular channel of communication between embassy officials, or is it at a higher level? I mean, has Deputy Secretary Burns been in more regular contact? We haven't really heard in recent
I
days.
just don't have any other specific calls or contacts to read out for you. Obviously,
It's your job to have all that information, Jen. You're not doing your job, either that or you're trying to hide information from people. I'm going to go with the latter. I'm going to call you the liar here. And I'm going to say, oh, it should be you, Jen Psaki, and murderer Joe Biden, and murderer Kamala Harris. Administration's rotten. Fucking murderers.
obviously, there are many components of the government who are engaged and involved in this issue, but beyond that, I don't have anything specific for
Is
you.
it
Of course
Ms.
you don't.
Billings,
How convenient.
role then to formally request?
Yeah, I'm here getting paid to do my job while not doing my job at all. Yeah.
denial of asylum? I mean, what is the communication here? If the issue of him being fugitive is handled through justice, what is it that state is doing?
Well, we would like to see him return to the United States, and he can be put on a plane to do exactly that.
So does that mean the issuance of an actual letter from the State Department would?
I hope this was a long time ago.
Issue a letter on State Department letterhead.
I hope this
or
was
is
a
that
real
simply
long time
reserved
ago
for
because
the
he's
Attorney
still
General?
out
That's ahead
running
of where the
around.
process is right now. I think, you know, as events unfold, we can provide you all updates.
Yeah, on this point that you were talking about just now, there was apparently a fresh offer for asylum if he stops leaking. That was made today.
Which
I
Elise just
understand,
asked
that was
about.
made today, like a couple hours ago.
Mhm.
So what is exactly the position? I didn't understand.
I am so confused right now. This says 2013 on it. How is that possible? 2013? How could this be 2013? Jen Psaki wasn't in the... Was she working for... She must have been working for fucking Barack Obama, dude. Was back in Barack Obama's administration? 2013, yeah, man, right? This was during the Obama years, guys. This is crazy. You guys, think about the big fuck you that Snowden's been doing in the United States ever since then. How powerless the United States government has been to try to get Edward Snowden back into the United States so they could lock him up in prison for exposing them for murder. And Edward Snowden has to stand there and flick them off and tell them to go fuck themselves, just like we do. You can really enjoy this moment with me, guys. You can really enjoy this moment. Pay attention. Listen to what I'm fucking saying. You might get it. You know, this is a big fuck you to the Joe Biden administration, Jen Psaki, and the whole fucking ball of wax up there in Washington. You guys should be celebrating this. This is a victory for all of us. You know, I don't understand. It just seems like you guys aren't grasping how awesome it is that this video is from 2013. You realize that? United, let me put it to you in another word, since you guys don't seem to be hearing a fucking word I'm saying right now. Okay. Edward Snowden has been telling the United States to go fuck themselves since 2013. That's fucking 8 years. One man has held the United States government, the entire United States federal government, at bay for fucking 8 years. How does that make y'all feel? Does that make you proud of Snowden? Does it make you happy? Make you want to say something in my chat? Supportive? I'd love to hear from you. Stop sleeping. You know, if I'm your background noise, just fucking turn me off and walk away. You know, I want people that are going to participate in this change. To force yourself to watch this show. You know, when I got a video up here and it's got someone for the United States federal government on it, that's when you should really be paying attention. You know, when I'm just smoking or showing you something or, you know, whatever, that's time to fuck off. This is not one of those times to fuck off. Trying to get the motivation to get caffeine. Okay. Good morning. Long time feud. Yes, Steve. Yes. Fuck yeah, Snowden. Right, Camille? Right? I hope I'm saying your name right. Government hates Snowden. I think he did what he felt was right. Well, yeah. What would you have done, Orca? You know, if the United States, if you were working for the United States federal government and you were going through information and saw that they were murdering people, innocent people, and hiding it, what would you do, Orca? You sit there and fucking not do a goddamn thing? Put your thumb up your fucking blowhole and just sit there quietly? You think he did what he felt was right? I don't like the way you worded that at all. I don't like the way you worded that at all. You think. All right. Well, let me reword it for you. I know. All right, Orca, there's no, I have 100% complete support for Edward Snowden. There's no doubt in my mind. You know, I'm not bought by the United States federal government. I don't wave the fucking American flag and go, oh, we need to protect ourselves at all costs. You'd have to blow your whistle, right? Oh, you know, Orca? Good. Just making sure that you understand it. You know, you think, you felt. Those are fucking weasel words, bro. Think and felt. Yeah, is that how you think? Is that how he felt? Hey, I know the right thing. How about that, Orca? Give him some fucking Do you not support him? Are you scared to say that in my chat, bro? Do you not 100% support a whistleblower that exposed the United States government for fucking murdering people? Yeah, it took courage, Steve. You're goddamn right it did. Hell yeah. It took courage. And we should honor that courage by giving 100% support behind him, not saying we think or we felt what he felt. Okay, you're not owned by the United States federal government. You support him 100%? You support him 100% in exposing the crimes of America? I want to know 100% support behind Snowden. There should be no question. Have you listened to the man speak? I'm just kind of curious, Orca. Have you ever listened to an interview with Edward Snowden before? Have you ever listened to a presentation given by Edward Snowden about the United States federal government and about silencing, individuals or entire agencies? You ever heard what Edward Snowden has to say about your First Amendment right? Your right to be free in this world or to expose crimes from governments? You ever heard him speak, bro? Because you need to if you haven't. I mean, you think he felt, that doesn't sound like you ever heard the man speak before. Yeah, once briefly. Oh, well, that's too bad. Everyone should listen to Edward Snowden. But first, I want you to hear the people that defend Edward Snowden, okay? Listen to this.
Can we start in Russia with Mr. Snowden? I'm wondering if, since he has now asked the Russians for asylum, there has been any contact between this building and the Russians about your feelings about his status?
Well, I can tell you, I hadn't seen, or I don't have independent confirmation, I guess I should say, about any request he's made. I can tell you that we have been in touch, of course, with Russian officials. Our embassy in Moscow has been in direct contact.
I don't expect you to be an expert, Orca. Hey, Jacob Cheeseman, what's up, brother? I don't expect you to be an expert, but I just expect you to have common sense when you come in here and to do things with common sense. And anytime somebody exposes the federal government for murder, that should just click something in your brain and say, yeah, I support that. Period. Fuck their name, their sexuality, their nationality, their religion, who they are, or who the fuck you think they are. Did they tell you and show you evidence that the American government murdered some folks illegally? Well, then you should listen to those people. They risked everything so that you have the truth. So you need to just 100% support that. That's all. Just say, I support it 100%. They're the ones that are being prosecuted and persecuted by the United States and by people like Jennifer Psaki. Understand that. This woman is evil, okay? She looks evil because she is evil. She might as well be wearing a black fucking cape with a big goddamn collar behind it, offering you a fucking black apple in her hand. In fact, I'd love to see that picture of her right there turned into that meme. Black outfit with a big old hood, a big old collar behind her with her hand out with a black apple in it. It would be perfect. It's exactly what she is. But I want you to listen to the fellow reporters trying to reason with the United States federal government and getting nowhere because she refuses to hear anything that they say. And all she ever does is bounce back to narrative, bounce back to narrative, bounce back to narrative. They ask her perfect questions and she just ignores them. She never answers anything.
Ground. We are disappointed that Russian officials and agencies facilitated this meeting today.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're disappointed that the Russian government, the evil communist Russian government, gave someone a voice, an American citizen a voice. They're disappointed that an American citizen, listen to the hypocrisy. Listen to the hypocrisy, guys. This should be driving you fucking crazy. And this is from 2013. Understand, this should make you feel good because Edward Snowden is still out running around, man, banging Russian women. Yeah. Fuck you, America. Fuck you, Biden. Fuck you, Kamala Harris. And fuck you, Jennifer. By the end of the show, the name Jennifer is probably going to be considered a curse word.
By allowing these activists and representatives into the Moscow airport's transit zone to meet with Mr. Snowden, despite the government's declaration
I gotta feed my
of
cat.
Russia's neutrality with respect to Mr. Snowden.
So, I'm sorry, you're disappointed that they let someone into their own airport? I don't get it.
Well, that they facilitated this event, of course,
Why?
because this gave a forum
You don't
for.
think that he should have a forum? As he's forfeited his right to freedom of speech as
Well,
well?
Mr. Snowden,
All right,
as we've talked about, let me just state this because I think it's important. He's not a whistleblower. He's not a human rights activist. He's wanted on a series of serious criminal charges brought in the Eastern District of Virginia in the United States.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I didn't realize people who were
And he's
wanted on charges
innocent until
forfeited
proven
their right to
guilty.
speak to free speech. I also didn't realize that people who are not
This guy,
whistleblowers
this
or
guy.
human rights activists, as you say he is not, that they forfeited their rights to speak. So I don't understand why you're disappointed with the Russians, but neither that.
This is less than 2 minutes into this fucking video clip, guys. And he just took down the entire United States federal government with a couple of questions. Look at that smile on her face. And if that smile on her face doesn't make you want to vomit all over her, get the fuck off my goddamn live stream. I want you out of here. I don't even want to talk to you. If this fucking smugnerance, that look of satisfaction, that she is in a position to win, and that smug little, oh, you pathetic little reporter, you're the next one that we're going to persecute as soon as you expose us for more crimes. Go Jen yourself, says Camille. I'm no expert. See his YouTube stuff. Okay, it's unbelievable that spying has increased since he blew the whistle. I support that guy 100%. Thank you. They're not U.S. reporters, are they? Yeah, those are United States reporters. Yes, they are. Hypocrisy at its finest. Go Jen yourself. Get Saki'd. Jen's name is as a curse word, evil. Look at the smile on her face while she's talking about a man's life in the balance. And she couldn't give a fuck about that single man's life. All she cares about is flying that American flag like Jackson Hinkle used to behind his fucking stupid goddamn on his wall. You know, and he got over it and he learned. These cunts will never fucking learn. They still got the fucking American flag behind them. You know, like they think it's special. Like they think it purifies them. Like that flag right there absolves them of all the murdering that they do. Look at that fucking smile on her face. You know, I want to make sure you see the smugness. Look at that fucking face. Fucking shit lips. Ugh.
Leave that aside for a second. The group WikiLeaks put out a transcript, I guess, essentially, of what Mr. Snowden said at the airport. At the top of that transcript, it contained, it said that the
I'm late
Human Rights
smoking.
Watch, the representative from Human Rights Watch,
Hold on one second.
researcher who went to this thing, while she was on her way to the airport, got a phone call from the American ambassador asking her to relay a message to Mr. Snowden that basically the message that you just gave here, that one, he is not a whistleblower, and two, that he's wanted in the United States. Is that correct?
It is not correct. First, and did not call any representative from Human Rights Watch. An embassy officer did call to explain our position, certainly that I just reiterated here for all of you today. But at no point did this official or any official from the U.S. government ask anyone to convey a message to Mr. Snowden.
Did anyone from the embassy call any of the other groups, representatives of groups that were going to this meeting?
Well,
Like you understood were going to this meeting?
as I'm sure would be no surprise, and as you know, because we even had a civil society event when the secretary was there, we are in regular touch, as we have been today. I don't have an update on the exact.
Ready to
list of
smoke? I'm
calls.
sorry I'm late, guys. First bong hit of the day. Cheers.
Conclusively that this one call did happen. And
No law
it wasn't
regarding
announced.
Jennifer's.
So were there others, do you know?
We have
Calls
been
to
in
others?
touch with attendees. I don't have any
Yes.
specifics for you. though.
Okay, and and you have made no secret of the fact that any country or government that gives Mr. Snowden asylum or allows him to transit through that there would be some serious consequences, or grave consequences in their relationship with the United States.
Mhm.
Have you made the same? And presumably that would apply to individuals who would help him help him avoid returning here to face justice. That's correct?
I'm not sure what that exactly
Well,
means.
what I'm getting at is these groups, these human rights groups
Listen,
that are respected human rights groups,
listen.
you yourself, as well as previous spokespeople, have quoted from in
Mhm.
relation to other situations.
This is the hypocrisy. So what he's saying is, so the United States government always quoting from these human rights groups saying how important it is that you listen to them. They go around the world and they tell you, oh, they've got these political prisoners over here. They've locked up this journalist over here. We really support these human rights groups. Those same human rights groups are saying, hey, America, stop persecuting Snowden. Stop persecuting Julian Assange. And now all of a sudden, Jen doesn't want to parrot what those human rights groups are saying because they're being critical of the United States. That's what he's asking her. She's got no answer.
Have taken a side in support of Mr. Snowden. And I'm wondering if there are any consequences for them if they.
That
if
smile. It's almost
they
like
aid
she
and
knew the
abet
camera
Mr.
got on
Snowden
her and she
staying
fucking.
away out of the reach of U.S. authorities.
Well, we obviously don't think this was a proper forum or a proper elevation of him.
Proper. It's a form. It doesn't matter what you think of how proper it was. It's a moment in time. It's an event when someone is given free speech. Your administration doesn't. All right, you don't support free speech. It's been 13 that she has been denying people free speech, and she still does it today. And you want to know why the Biden administration hired her? It's because she stands there and amplifies that message that we don't support free speech. And if you speak out against America, then you're going to be silenced by us. And that's the way it is. Joe Rogan, Snowden, Julian Assange, Alex Jones. It doesn't fucking matter who the fuck you are. They're coming after you. They're going to get you shut the fuck down. And this Jennifer, she's going to try to get you shut down on all social media platforms if you get shut down on one. You know, there's so many things that they have said that go against free speech. And I just want you to know, if you support this administration, if you voted for Biden, if you're going to vote for him again, you're going to get exactly what you're asking for. And, you know, it's the same with the Trump administration. Don't get me wrong. They're silencing journalists too. You know, in a very scary way, what Donald Trump was doing to CNN reporters, he was having them spied on. He was pulling their phone and their texting records, all kinds of shit, man. Donald Trump was. So don't think that if you support one administration over the other, that you're any better. You're the piece of garbage that's being fooled by both sides just by playing into the system and voting. And when people try to call me out and say, man, how are you not going to vote against Donald Trump? I'm vote for fucking Joe Biden. Are you kidding me?
Beyond that, the way that I think it's been asked, but also the way we've thought about it is more.
I was on Twitter today and I followed somebody because in there, I only followed one person. I went to their profile and it said, both the left and the right are fucked. And I was like, yeah, finally, somebody fucking gets it. Yes. Welcome to the middle. Well,
about governments and our relationships with them and their aid or decisions to aid Mr. Snowden.
Right, but I guess the question is, in appropriate forum, did you try to dissuade these groups from going there?
From attending?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of, Matt.
Okay, so the
Obviously,
call-
they were invited to attend.
So the calls were just a reminder of your position. But did you say to Human Rights Watch or Amnesty International that if you guys help Mr. Snowden, support him in some way so that
he just asked her that. He's asking her the exact same question, just in a different way. Does he expect a different answer?
him from facing justice back in the United States, that there would be consequences for them?
I don't have any readouts of these calls. Our focus remains
Okay, well
on
then can you say,
conveying to the Russian government the fact that they have the ability to help return Mr. Snowden.
She's a fucking liar. She doesn't have any readouts of these calls, but that doesn't mean she doesn't know what the context of the calls were. I don't have any readouts of these calls. So, yeah, next question. You know, she's totally involved. She's complicit, you know, and she knows everything. And it's just psychotic that we sit there and we believe her little narrative that this is all the government and her to give to us.
Into the United States.
did you tell them in the calls that you did not think that Mr. Snowden should have the opportunity to express his view?
Matt, I don't have any readout for these calls for you. We
Okay, well,
did
forget
convey
about the
the broad
calls then.
point that I've made.
Okay, well then forget about what you said or what the embassy people said in these specific phone calls.
Right, Jacob?
Do you believe
Well said.
that Mr. Snowden should not have had the opportunity to express his views at the airport in Moscow today?
Well, Matt, I think we broadly believe in free speech, as you know.
Except
But
when
we
it comes to
cannot
this.
look at this as I know we like to ask about sweeping scenarios in here,
No,
but
this is not sweeping at all. This is very specific, related to one guy in one place, in one city, one airport, at one time. So do you think that it was inappropriate for Mr. Snowden to speak publicly? Not that whether you're disappointed in the Russians, do you think that he should not have had the opportunity to speak publicly?
our focus, Matt, is on how our concern about how Russian
She won't-
authorities clearly helped.
She will not answer that question. You know why? Because it's going to pin her down to being anti-free speech. Now they don't want him speaking out, but she can't say it, so she's got to say something else. Otherwise, she's instantly caught. She's branded a liar by even the people out there. Now, of course, people like me, we already know she's been lying since the very beginning. But there's other people that she's trying to convince, and that's Joe average voter. You know? That's who she's trying to convince. She's talking to the stupid people out there that still vote. She's talking to the idiots out there that still vote blue. You know? That's who she's talking to. And it's these reporters' jobs to make sure that those average Joe voters out there understand how bad she's lying to them. You know, he needs to call it what it is right to her face and say, you know, you're lying to win votes from the people who vote for you. So you're just lying right now. He won't say those words, but he should.
Assist the ability of attendees to
assist?
participate in this. That is of concern to us. Our focus is on returning Mr. Snowden to the United States. Beyond that, I just don't have anything more.
Okay, I'm trying to get, you are saying that this essentially wasn't a press conference, but it might as well have been. And you don't think the Russians should have helped?
Dude, how fucking sweet would it be if they got Snowden and they extradited him back to the United States and they put him on trial and he won and he beat them in a court, and then he could go all over the United States and speak freely? You know, we try Edward Snowden and find So these federal government employees will shut up about this because I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of how bad they want to silence us. You know? And the way to shut them up is to just give them what they want. All right, here's Edward Snowden, but let's see if 12 Americans really would convict him for exposing you for murdering people. Wow, you really want to take that chance? Biden, Harris, Psaki, you guys really want to take that chance? Oh, we want him back here so bad. How funny would it be if they tried him and he won the goddamn trial? Let me know in the chat.
Facilitated a propaganda platform for Mr.
A
Snowden.
propaganda platform. Okay, so this is, to your mind, something like them bringing out a defected spy from the Cold War and putting him on a platform and having him rail against the United States. Is that?
I'm not going to draw comparisons along those lines, but let me say
A propaganda
that
platform
Mr.
is close enough.
Snowden should return to the United States to face these charges. He will be accorded a fair trial. That's where our focus is.
The platform, or is this kind of putting in train a process for asylum? Because last week or 2 weeks ago, the Russians said that they would consider his request for asylum if Mr. Snowden would stop leaking material about or leaking information about U.S. Surveillance programs. Now, he wouldn't do that before, and he tried some other areas for asylum. Now, in this propaganda platform, as you call it, he said that he has decided not to leak any more information, or he doesn't have any more information, but he's done. So are you concerned now that this is him accepting conditions for Russian asylum publicly as opposed to just, some kind of propaganda? I mean, is that your real concern here, that these are the conditions for asylum and now he's publicly meeting them?
Our concern here is that he's been provided this opportunity to speak a propaganda platform as.
Our concern is that he's been offered a platform to speak. That is probably the most important thing that you guys could hear in this whole fucking video.
I mentioned a few seconds ago. Our concern here is that he's been provided this opportunity to speak. Our concern here is that he's been provided this opportunity to speak. Our concern here is that he's been provided this opportunity to speak.
The United States federal government is concerned that an American citizen is given the opportunity to speak. I don't really even have to reword what she said. Look at the smile on her face. Does she understand the First Amendment? Does she understand free speech? Does she understand that every American citizen has the right to a voice? Whether she agrees with it or not, whether Joe Biden agrees with it or not, it doesn't matter. They get shit wrong all the time. Hey, man, didn't they bomb the wrong house in Afghanistan and kill like a bunch of people and children? And didn't they just... How many innocent people now have died under the Biden administration? Okay, Google. How many innocent people have died under the Biden administration? Okay, Google. How many innocent people have died under the Biden administration? Dude. COVID. What the fuck? Dude. True. There it is. All right. You guys want to see something hilarious? Look. You ready for this? Fact check. Ready for this? You got to scroll down. PolitiFact rating. True. True. That's the first thing that came up when I wanted to find out. That's the first thing that came up when I wanted to find out how many people the Biden administration has murdered. Okay, Google. How many people has the Biden administration illegally murdered so far? They won't do it. It comes up. It won't. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, Google. How many people has the Biden administration illegally murdered so far? They like to misunderstand you when they don't want to tell you the goddamn facts. Understand you. No one will talk about it. No one wants to talk about how many people Biden's murdered. Why is this so hard to find out? Hey, Billy. Okay, Google. 2021 total casualties of war from the United States government. They'll only tell you about the United States. They'll only tell you about the United States soldiers who've died, bro, not the victims. Oh my God. Dude, I said 2021, right? 1775. Y'all, that's how Google works, guys. You literally cannot get information that is against the United States federal government easily on Google just by asking it. It will obfuscate. Google literally obfuscates. It literally switches goddamn directions on you on your search. All right, let's do it like this. Okay, Google. Total dead Afghanis upon United States exit from Afghanistan. Cost of war. 71,000 Afghan and Pakistani civilians estimated to have died as a direct result of the Afghani war. But how many upon the exit? Okay, Google. How many people died when the United States... Dude, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. U.S. military deaths. It's not what I asked. I'm not asking about the fucking military deaths. You get what you fucking signed up for, motherfucker. You want to go over there and fucking be in a war and have people shoot at you? That's on you. I'm asking about all the innocent people that you fucking murdered while you wore that fucking patch. That's what I want to know. And that's what Google refuses to fucking tell me. Isn't that funny? I was going to add them up war by war. You know, how many people we just kill in Syria? How many people did we just murder in Afghanistan? Let's say, I'm just going to go low, okay? Let's say 9 innocent people died in Afghanistan on our exit. I guarantee you there were more. The people were flying off of fucking planes. They were flying off the wings of planes. All right? But let's just say 9. Let's say we just murdered 9 people in that drone attack no, it wasn't a drone attack. My bad. We were raiding ISIS and they blew themselves up. But let's just say we did that. You know, we were there. If we weren't there, those people would still be alive. So that's us. 9 more people. Let's say 18. Okay. The United States just murdered 18 people illegally in other countries. This is the woman that represents that country. Now, granted, this was back in 2013, but we were doing horrible things to people then too, and she knew it. She knew exactly what we were doing. Hey, Gussie. Hi, Lucinda. Nice to meet you. Oh, you're in the cult too. Oh, that's so sweet. It's a whole family thing in the cult. That's nice. I thought Gussie said you were yelling black man, but you're white. Black man? Gussie said I was black? Huh. Thanks, Gussie, I think that was a compliment. Well, thank you very much. Oh, man, I'm out of COVEFFE. What? Nobody even runs out of COVEFFE on a fucking live stream anymore, Val. What are you even doing? What, are you not drinking a COVEFFE? I'm very sad. I'm looking for another cup of COVEFFE, but I'm not seeing it. Does it matter what the color of my skin is, Gussie's mom, Lucinda? Color shouldn't matter, right? I had no choice over the color of my skin when I was born. Did you? Were you given the option to be with the color that you are? Who cares? The fact that you even mentioned that gives me a little bit of concern. This seems a little racist to me. I don't know. Are you ready to go outside now, man? Are you going to go outside now? All right. Fine. The dog's going to go out. He even had his legs crossed, man. It looked like he was holding it in. Were you holding it in, Bees? So cute. Rogan wants to come in already, man. Rogan, go pee, buddy. You haven't even been out there yet. Go for a walk. You're not missing anything. Like, I'm missing out on life. Rogan's like, I'm missing out on life, Daddy. No, you're not. Everything's fine. Man, I don't think I'm ever going to get my voice back. Holy shit. Okay, Rogan, he's just staying at the door wanting to come back in, man. He's never even peed. I don't think he did yet today. Oh, wait, he might be going now. He's thinking about it. He's looking. He's testing. Rogan is testing peeing right now. He's addressing it. God, he's so fucking cute, man. No, you coming back in? Peace. Are you gonna go for a walk, buddy? No? You're like a tank, man. You're a fucking holding tank. God damn. This dog hasn't peed in like 15 hours. Dude, you want a cookie? Not too excited about a cookie? He barely opens his mouth to take the cookie. He's like, I'm not ready for a cookie yet, Daddy. I'm not ready for a cookie yet. He took a tiny bite off the cookie. He's being so funny right now. So, you guys learned something. I think I learned something. I didn't know that Jen Psaki was with the administration back in 2013. I'm assuming that's what that was. I hope you guys are learning something in today's show. So let's keep going. He's not really hungry right now. He doesn't want to go pee. He's not hungry. God, that smile on her face. Dude, it's like she gets off on it, man. It's like she's having a fucking orgasm over ruining a man's life for being honest and exposing murderers. You know, Google won't even tell you the facts, bro, about... God damn, man, I'm so angry right now. I'm angry over the fact that I can't just look up how many people have died under the United States military regime this year. And it's like I want to start writing down every death and have my own website that tracks it. There's got to be a website that does that. Website that tracks United States military. Casualties, Iraq. American war and military casualties. Military personnel. U.S. Army criminal investigation. Law enforcement officers killed. Military victims. Military records, veterans. Huh. Wow. Defense, American war, military operations. All right, let's get the word military out of here. United States war victims, military records, military casualties, Department of Defense. Our mission is to provide the military needed to deter war fatalities from fucking 1775. Number of military fatalities. Dude, I'm not... Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Website that tracks United States war victims. What would you say? How would you fuck, man? Casualties of war, innocent victims. U.S. military casualties, missing in action, Vietnam War. Dude, American war and military operations casualties. This report provides U.S. war casualty among American military. And report of civilian casualties. Although civilian casualties are a tragic and unavoidable part of war, the U.S. military is steadfastly committed to limiting. Here we go. Annual report on civilian casualties in 2020. All right, what's this? It's opening up a Department of Defense unclassified report submitted to section. Note, addendum to this report. Okay. Annual report required. List of the United States military operations. Each of the following: the type operation, assessment, description process. E. Harm caused by such operation to a civilian. Yeah, that's B. Okay, that's 4B. Payment or other assistance provided to the civilian or the family of the civilian. Okay. How many fucker? U.S. military operations during 2020 confirmed. Department of Defense's operations in 2020. In 2020, CJTF OIR received 369 new reports of potential civilian casualty incidents occurring from 2014 to 2020. Reports are received, ground units, air crews, as well as media organizations, social media, private individuals, non-government organizations. U.S. military takes reports of civilian casualties seriously. Between 2014 and 2020, NGOs conveyed a total of 2,531 reports. Reviewed of the 200 conveyed reports of the military operation resulted in civilian casualties in 351 of these reports. Of the remaining, okay. Wow. Okay. So we've got incidents listed and the oh my God, dude. Where's the fucking year? Why aren't you giving me the year? 2019. Oh. 50 civilians killed just in Iraq and Syria. 50. 22 civilians injured. Dude, these numbers, this is just one. Hold on. Let me keep going. Afghanistan, 20 total civilians killed, 5 injured. Not giving me, it says 2020. This is 2019. 13 killed in Yemen. Somalia, we've got 5 injured, 1 killed in 2020. Let me keep going here. Okay, that's it. Tell me. Full report. So these charts that they gave me are unclassified military reports. So this is just what's been unclassified. And from what's unclassified, I'm looking at fucking hey, dude. 70, 80, over 80 innocent people killed in just in 1 year, man. That's what we do. That's what we do, man. That's what the our military goes around bombing people and killing people, innocent people in other countries. All of those people had nothing to do with war. And those are just the ones that they're willing to tell us about in their annual report of the oops, we killed some innocent folks in other countries report. Look at the smile on her face. Dude, I am not a patriot. I do not support war. This is fucking horrible. And if you're a patriot, you support this. And this is bullshit. And I'm sick of it. Stop calling yourselves patriots. You know, you're willing to go kill innocent people? So you can call yourselves American and fly that stupid thing behind you when you talk with that stupid shit lip smile on your fucking face? They make sure that info is hard to find. Bro, I had to search for 10 minutes to fucking find it, man. I was so sad I had to search for so long to find how many innocent people the United States has just killed in a year. Close to 100. And that's just, bro, that doesn't count what happened in 2021 or this past year either. I mean, this past month either. It doesn't count what we've just been doing. It doesn't count Afghanistan and what we just did in Syria. So you can add, at least 18 more deaths of innocent people. I'm sure a lot more than that. It's over 100 people just over the last 3 years. And you might say, well, nay, that's not really a lot of people. I mean, look at how many people have died from COVID. You know, there's hundreds of thousands of people dying from that. I mean, this is just us doing the business of war around the world. What? Did you hear how stupid I just sounded? Some people have to die so we can fucking be in business with war? What? That's the cost of doing business. And I'm not okay with that, man. I hope you guys aren't okay with that. Orlando, if I had an ideal political candidate, who would it be? Somebody who's literally held at gunpoint to be fucking a leader, you know? Someone who says, I would never be a politician ever. No matter what you did, you paid me any amount of money. I'm not leading you guys. Fuck you. I'm not being a politician. That person, the person where you're like, click, click. Yeah, you are now, motherfucker. You're going to lead this motherfucker. And they're like, no. I ain't going to do it. And you're like, yeah, at gunpoint, you're going to lead this fucking country. That person. You find me that person. That's the person I would vote for. Good luck. You know, it definitely ain't fucking Nina Turner, you know, and it's definitely not fucking, anybody that I see that is in an elected position today or trying to be in an elected position. None of them. And I remember when when Nina Turner came out, I loved her. I was like, she's the answer. She is the anti-politician. And I listened to her and I watched her and I realized, I was like, man, she's fitting the bill, man. She is a politician. Can't support her anymore. Daddy Chill, DFW Kush. What's up, buddy? Nobody close? God, Orlando. It's a hard question, man. You're going to press me on this? You know, I don't know anybody who doesn't play a narrative, bro. Bernie Sanders. No, man, I don't trust him. He fucking lied to my face. I don't trust any politicians anymore, bro. You know, he fucking lied. You know what he did? He spent years convincing us of how evil the establishment was, and then he supported the establishment in an election. Then he turned after they fucking stabbed him in his back and they robbed him of his election. He turned around and supported Hillary Clinton. Supported Joe Biden. I can no longer support Bernie Sanders because of that alone. So what to tell all the people out there that want to vote for somebody? I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't vote. I don't participate. You know, I think it was my favorite movie, wasn't it? War Games? And it was literally the computer had the line. Tic-tac-toe, this game. It's so weird. It seems the only way to win is not to play. He said, strange game, tic-tac-toe. Seems the only way to win is not to play, right? Is that the line just about? What a fantastic line spoken by, you know, AI. And that was when we thought AI was smarter, you know? Look where that's gone now. Don't get me started. You know, this whole channel, it could just be based on two things: free speech and artificial intelligence, because they both have everything to do with each other. Because the artificial intelligence is gagging me, has been doing it since 2012. The artificial intelligence gags my fucking free speech. We could talk about that all the time. This could be called the artificial intelligence free speech channel, you know, instead of Nay's Garden. We could just talk about that. No one wants to be president. No sane person wants to be president because you understand. I mean, I've never seen the only people that seem the purest at heart that get that position, they either get assassinated, right? Or the establishment shuts them down after their first term. You know, Jimmy Carter had potential in my eyes. It was just, you know, when we needed to get those hostages, that's the word I'm looking for, out of Iran, you know, and Ronald Reagan says, the day you elect me president, we're gonna go to war and get those people back. And that's why he beat, you know, and that's what America wanted, man. Pickled garlic stuffs. So good. Huh. Pickled garlic. The Real Channel. I stand for free speech and artificial intelligence. COVID-19 was genocide, and they're using it to destroy our constitutional right, Joshua. Was genocide? Yeah, okay. That's an interesting way to look at it, Joshua. I don't agree with you on that part. But are they using it to destroy our constitutional rights? Yes, they are. Yes. I firmly agree that they are. What about Nelson Rockefeller and Spiro Agnew and Gerald Ford, which was the best? I mean, Joshua Musgrave, if it was genocide, you know, by people in power like the Bill Gateses, right? Why would they have come up with the fucking but it's a genocide? Don't. Yeah, I love shooting people down that quickly. It used to be an hour to be president. Now it's a life sacrifice. But like I said, I agree with you on the constitutional right thing. So you're half right. I'll give you half credit. I'll give you a C plus. How's that? Plus. What about Nelson Rockefeller and Spiro Agnew or Gerald Ford, which was the best? I don't know how they ruled. I have no idea. I don't care. It used to be an honor to be president. Now it's a life sacrifice. A life sacrifice? I don't know, man. Does Donald Trump look like he's sacrificing anything? He looks like he's having the time of his life, Dave. Are you kidding me? Look at Barack Obama thing. Sacrifice? What? Huh? I totally don't understand what you mean. You're going to have to explain that. Carter has no economic sense whatsoever. Had no economic sense whatsoever. Jimmy Carter. I agree. Respect for Carter. Now he does Habitat for Humanity. I mean to take the criticism. Life to take the... Still don't get it. I don't know. I just think that Barack Obama has benefited massively. His entire family has benefited from him being president of the United States. He does speaking engagements. His wife does. The kids are going to be in politics, I'm sure. You know, he's benefited massively from being president of the United States. He's made a lot of money, notoriety. Donald Trump, same thing. As of right now, Donald Trump is riding high on the fact that he was president of the United States. I just don't understand where you're coming from, Dave. I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. That's all. It just, you know, Obama's sacrificed so much. Poor guy with his bowling alley and $1 million corporations must be hard. That's what I'm saying, Billy. I'm just trying to see where he's coming from. I do read. I do care about what you guys say. And I apologize for actually trying to understand what you're saying when you say it. We need to elect Al Sharpton as president. He would be the most honest and most fighting president we ever had. Yeah, this coming from someone like you, Orlando, that's perfect. Yeah, Al Sharpton. Yeah, that'd be great. He's not been corrupted by his position ever. Oh my God. Whatever, bro. I read he's building a new compound in Hawaii, Obama. It's not, I thought he already bought someplace in Hawaii. I thought that shit was all wrapped up. It's not genocide. It's just mass human trials and experimental drugs. Close enough. Reagan taxes unemployment. Trump has Mar-a-Lago now, $300,000 per year country club. Poor guy. Oh, yeah, but he had that before he was president. Al Sharpton fights for the average man. Yeah, Al Sharpton's a douchebag. He's not corporate. Yeah, but he's a douchebag. He's a racist cunt. Fuck Al Sharpton. I'm just saying people are always going to insult you, and you need a thick skin to be president. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that, Dave. Now that makes sense. Okay, I got you. Yeah, when you put yourself, oh, wow, look at Bitcoin, guys. Holy fucking shit. I'm glad I looked over. 43,000. God, get the mouse. Get the mouse. Where's the mouse? Where's my, oh my God, where's my fucking mouse? Get the review up. Get the review up. I got to show it to you. 43. Oh my God, 43,793. 799, guys. Holy fucking shit. The fucking high was 43,988. And I'm sorry that I hear it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I got the lazy palsy. I got lazy palsy today, and I apologize. People are always going to insult you, right? Yeah. But yeah, you need a thick skin to be president of the United States, definitely. Yeah, but before he was president, it was 50,000 a year. Now it's 300. Oh, I got you, Billy. Oh, I got you. Oh, totally. Now you get to stay at the president's place. I got you. Right. He's capitalizing off the fact that he was president, making a lot of money. Sure. Gotcha. Yes, totally. Close enough, right? Right? XTC. I've never heard a racist word come out of his mouth, and I've listened to him for years. Really? Al Sharpton? Okay. Okay, I'm glad that you said that. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Since you're too lazy to look this up yourself, this is a good one. This is just a little gem that I selected for you. Enjoy.
He's a host on MSNBC and one of America's most prominent, outspoken civil rights.
Well, he had hair.
Now Al Sharpton, along with Comcast and Time Warner Cable, are facing a $20 billion lawsuit over alleged racial discrimination against Black-owned media companies.
Huh.
Now, in the complaint, Byron Allen, a comedian, TV presenter, and CEO of Entertainment Studios, alleges that Comcast gave Al Sharpton that 6 p.m. show on MSNBC, for which he's been paid approximately $750,000 per year, despite notorious means, and in exchange for his continued public support for Comcast on issues of diversity. Now, it all sounds kind of convoluted, and I want to get to the bottom of it. So joining me now in Los Angeles is Darnell here this morning.
Thank you, Brian, for having me.
This case has been getting a lot of coverage this week. We've heard from Comcast, and I'll read their comment in a minute. But tell me the 1 minute version of what you're alleging.
Real simple. The cable industry, AT&T, DirecTV, Comcast, Time Warner, they spend about $50 billion a year licensing cable networks and advertising, with less than $3 million per year going to 100% African American owned media. Now, what they do is they make token donations to people like Al Sharpton, the NAACP, the Urban League, and after taking those donations, they negotiated a fraudulent MOU that says this is okay for Black people to live by. What America needs to understand is that Al Sharpton does not speak for me. Al Sharpton does not speak for Black people. It's like I ask people, who is the white person who speaks for you? It's racist to even believe that Al Sharpton is the go-to person. Shame on you, Sony, for thinking sit down with Al Sharpton, and that negates your racist emails about President Obama. So it's real simple. These
racist emails about President Obama from Al Sharpton. That's fucking hilarious. Orlando, you got all kinds of research to do now, don't you, brother? Let me know what you learn about Al Sharpton, okay? I'm sure you're gonna be able to enlighten me on all sorts of horrible shit that motherfucker has said throughout his fucking pathetic life. Let me know. 43.9. It's only $88 away from its 24-hour high, which, boom, we just hit the fucking 24-hour high. There it is. We just hit it on the show. We hit the 24-hour high. Just a few minutes ago. Yeah. 43,988, man. We just hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, something like that. We've been live for how long? An hour and 22 minutes. So we have hit the 24-hour high of Bitcoin, man, in the show. F that dude. He obviously hasn't listened to Al Sharpton. He's a rotten person. Either he hasn't listened to Al Sharpton or he's hard of hearing for real. You getting your money back? I wonder if check this one out. It's a good one. It's
You're a white interloper, and you drop the N-word. Hey, Robert Sharpton. How you doing? Donald Sterling, you think you should be banned from TV for all the racist stuff you said over the years? What racist stuff? White folks was in the cave when we had good empires. We taught philosophy and astrology and math before Socrates and them Greek homos ever got around. Yes! You want to be the only nigga on television, the only nigga in the newspaper, the only nigga to talk. You know, when you refer to Jews as white interlopers, when you drop the N-word on David Dinkins.
If you're going to say something, you'll be correct.
I'm skipping. Hey, is anybody else getting a bad? Or were you guys able to hear all the racist comments he's made over the years? See what racist stuff. It's smooth. Oh, okay. I guess it's just over there where Alabama, Tennessee area. You didn't sounded positive to me. Dude, they're literally putting it at the bottom of the screen, Orlando. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, Orlando. They're literally putting it at the bottom of the screen, Orlando. I'm going to make it full screen so you can read it, okay? Because you're in complete denial about who Al Sharpton is and where he fucking comes from. Here, let me close a couple screens. I'll close out the market. The market looks great, though. I don't want to leave the market, man. The market, we just hit 44,230, guys, on this stream. We just hit 44,230, guys, and went back down. 44,230 is now the new high. Holy fucking shit. He said we'd go to 52, man. That's what Joe H said, 52. Holy fucking shit, man. Look at this goddamn market. Just got to point it out. All right. So we're going to go back, and I want Orlando to see what his champion here, Al Sharpton, has said over the years. It's at the bottom of the screen. I want you to read the comments.
For the race.
What racist stuff?
White folks was in the cave when we were building empires. That's a nice one, right? You like that? That's Al Sharpton. That doesn't seem like that seems positive to you, Orlando. Let's keep going.
White folks was in the cave when we had built empires.
Hey, listen to this one. We taught philosophy and astrology and mathematics. Watch this one, bro.
We taught philosophy and astrology and mathematics
before Socrates and those Greek homos ever got around to it. Yeah, that's so positive, Orlando. That's some real leadership quality statements right there. Right, Orlando? I mean, are you and I looking at the same screen, bro? I'm just kind of wondering. I want to get this all out of your way so you can see it. Because I don't think you're reading what your boy said here. So let's listen to some else.
And them Greek homos ever got around.
Oh, look at this one. I can't even play this shit. You see this, what he keeps saying over and over and over again? Yeah, that same shit that Joe Rogan just got called out on. But, you know, no racism there, bro. No racism there. Let's keep going. I got to fast forward through all this racist bullshit. Here, let's keep going.
White interlopers. When you drop the N-word on David Dinkins.
No. If you're going to say something, you'll be correct. We had exactly what Don Sterling said. When did I?
Yeah, but
it's not white interloper.
Freddie's Mark. Yep, that's right. You called him a white interloper. But no, doesn't it take? But wait, doesn't it take like some serious balls on your end to accuse somebody of racism?
Seriously, you're in this quote. You went from one guy who paid people off the book.
Whoa, time out. Is Al Sharpton defending his racial slur by saying it was meant for one Jewish guy only? Okay. Hey, Al, how about when you disparaged Jews as diamond merchants and told them to pin their yarmulkes back? How many Jewish folks did you have in mind? A head count would be nice.
So, Orlando, I don't know if you understand the terminology being said or if you think that it's all positive, but I'm just here to tell you, you don't, okay? You don't understand the language, and I do. And unfortunately for you in this position that you're in and that I'm in, a position to call you out on your bullshit and to tell you, you either need to open up your eyes. You know, you're a fucking cult leader. There's 300 people that fucking rely on you, bro. And all you're proving to me every day is what horrible decisions you make and how fucking stupid you are. He's already fucking real stupid. Yeah, I know. But I just think it's important that anybody out here that supports Al Sharpton understand that so does a fucking cult leader that eats goddamn rats and pigeons. Just so you know who you're on the same level with, folks. That's your champion, huh, bro? Al Sharpton? You don't have to say it that way. Oh, yeah, I do, Orlando. I do. Because you just lied to me, bro. You just came in and you lied to my face. And as far as I'm concerned, you're getting called out on your lies. You know, You think Al Sharpton should be president of the United States, and you don't realize his fucking racist fucking comments that he's made all these years? You don't know where he's come from? Yeah, man, it needs to be said exactly how I'm saying it to you, bro. God, I don't even want to look at this motherfucker. He makes me so sick. I can't believe I had to pull him up on my fucking screen. I fucking hate Al Sharpton. I fucking hate him. In fact, I equally hate this fucking one just as much. I hate her just as much as I hate him. The both of them. Fuck them both. Oof. People make mistakes and they confused of his sins. No, your mistake is you refuse to go research all the shit he said. And you think just because he doesn't say it anymore, he doesn't. I got news for you, bro. If he didn't believe it anymore, he wouldn't argue with people when they call him out for it. You know what he would say? He's like, you know what? I did feel that way back then. I did say those things, and I apologize now. Now that would sound like something more like what I would say, wouldn't it? Who makes a better leader? Give me a 1 because he's a big piece of number 2 shit. Give me a 1 if you think I'd make a better leader than Al fucking Sharpton would. Give me a 2 if you think Al Sharpton would make a better leader than me. I'm just kind of curious, chat. Let's show Orlando how you guys feel about that. Oh, I'd make a better leader. I would never run for president or for fucking elected office, ever. Just so you all know. I would never run. Not interested. Billy doesn't think I'd make a better leader. Well, Billy, fuck you. Pisses me off. Al Sharpton would make a better leader than me, Billy. Come on. There shouldn't even be a question. He's going to be racist against you, bro. He's going to judge people based on their religions and the color of their skin. I won't. You gave me a fucking 0? God damn, bro. What a disappointment. Nay for president. Yeah, right? We're apes and shouldn't be leading anything. Yeah, I agree. But I asked a very simple question, Billy. Who would make a better leader? Me or not, hey, vote for me and make me president of the United States. I didn't say that, Billy. I said, who would make a better leader? You know, someone who tells you the truth every day, or a fucking liar, someone who sits there and lies about the very words that came out of his fucking mouth. It was a hypothetical, Billy. All you had to do was play ball, bro. All you had to do was play ball. Come on. Was I asking too much? Dude, if you had asked me the same question about you, I wouldn't have even fucking hesitated. That's weird, isn't it? It's like you don't support me. Isn't that weird? It's like you don't like me. It's like you're confused on who would make a better leader. Al Sharpton, the fucking racist, or me, the guy who's made the fucking transformation all these years and you've been able to watch. The guy who keeps it real and is always honest with you. Wow, bro. Really? Yeah, you have a good day too, Billy. Have a great day, man. You think about it. You let me know where your fucking allegiances lie. It's fucking psychotic. OG420, thank you. He says, Al Sharpton makes black people look bad. Dude, Al Sharpton makes human beings look bad. He makes everybody look bad. Just the fact that one of us isn't Al Sharpton. He's a douchebag. But I'm just glad I know where Billy and I lie now. I'm glad I know where we stand. That's great. Thanks. That's great, bro. That's just fucked up, man. That's fucking fucked up. Everyone else in here that played ball gave me a fucking 1. Nobody gave me a 2. And I appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you for that. And Billy, this bong rip is for you, for disagreeing with me. You're allowed to do that. You can disagree with me on this show. Just know I don't like it. But this is for you. Just so you know, no hard feelings. Cheers. still support you, Billy. That was unexpected. I wasn't that surprised. I kind of expected that from Billy. He doesn't like playing ball. Billy doesn't like playing ball. I understand. He thinks I'm too manipulative for asking my chat to fucking participate in conversations with me. Whatever. Dude, I ain't a fucking cult leader. You know, look no further than Orlando. You've got me confused with him. And you've got my audience confused with Gussie and the rest of his cult. Yeah, I know. But, Dave, when I ask you a silly question like that, and you give me, you know, a supportive answer and just play ball and not be like Billy just was. Stubborn and angry and not supportive. You know, he could have, you know, had fun a little bit and been playing around, and instead he chose to be like that. And that's too bad. It's too bad that Billy chose that path, you know. A bad day. What can I say? I'm not going to let the fact that he's having a bad day ruin mine, though. I'm going to have a great day. In fact, that's helping a lot. That is helping a lot right now. Fucking 78. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tisms for all, triage Joel Griffin, right? Those are very good hashtags. You have changed a bit since I started watching the show in a good way. Thanks for having me and all you do, bro. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, buddy. Okay. I am negative 7.3% on my portfolio. Up it goes. Up it goes. Getting close. Like I said, I'll tell you when I hit zero, man. I'll be so happy. I have a feeling when I hit zero, Bitcoin's still going to be under. But, you know, where I bought it. All right, man. Let's check the news. I don't know what's going on in today's world. Think enough. They don't know if they're going to go into Ukraine now. Good. Don't. It just costs Russia so much money to move all those troops over there. What a bunch of idiots. I certainly hope Putin gets what he needs out of this fucking stupid deal. Whatever the fuck he's trying to get. I mean, and imagine this. Dude, imagine Putin's got all of his fucking army, everything, sitting on the border right there. Imagine if fucking psycho Biden just says, hey, man, let's fucking Moab their asses. You know, let's just drop a fucking bomb on them right now. We'll wipe out all of his army in one strike. Yeah, there's going to be some casualties over there in the Ukraine because they're right there on the border. Sorry. But, you know, I bet overall the Ukraine would probably celebrate that too. It almost seems like a military blunder for him to have his entire army, 70% of what he needs to do this invasion. That's a giant part of his army, I'm sure. all sitting in one place. I don't know. It's kind of like an opportunity for Joe Biden right now. You know, a military is much easier to wipe out when it's all in one spot, just sitting there, than when it's out fucking doing military maneuvers and shit. You could do it all with one fucking bomb. You could wipe them out with one bomb. I mean, certainly Putin's got to be thinking about that too. That he's his entire military in harm's way right now. Then it would be our turn to get bombed. Our turn was 9/11, I thought. I wonder what the Biden administration is considering right now. They're looking at all those assets sitting in one spot. You can't tell me that someone over there hasn't had that thought yet. That's their job. You know, there's got to be a job going, you know, why put all of our military in harm's way when we could take them all out right now? Dude, it would only take a small nuke to wipe out that entire military. One more drop of COVEFFE. Should I make more? Should I make more COVEFFE? I don't know. I'm feeling like it's a COVEFFE day. It's a day for more COVEFFE. Let's do it. There's more COVEFFE to be had. I love that you guys are chatting now, man. It's so cool. It's like the chat moves and you guys are all like letting me know that you're watching. It's great. Something wrong with my blind over there. Okay. Hey, do you believe in voting for our sheriffs or voting our sheriffs? Dude, I don't believe in voting, period. I don't give a fuck. You know? I hate the whole system. And let me get this off the screen. I hate the whole fucking system, man. And, I know Ron Placone talks about, how important it is to be local and, support local causes, municipalities, and he's right, but I just don't have the strength or the energy. I don't care anymore. I've gotten to the point where I just don't care. So understand why. It's because I've gone ahead and I've taken the initiative to take care of myself. My tax dollars go to killing people in other countries. I no longer fucking care. Thanks, America. Thanks, Jen Psaki. Thanks, Joe Biden. Thanks, Kamala Harris. Thanks, Donald Trump and the entire Trump family. And thanks, America, for voting these clowns into office repeatedly. You've lost me. You've lost my support. And, if the opportunity were to present itself that I was able to get the fuck out of this country, go somewhere else where I was happier, and not give my taxes to these fucking murderers, I'd probably do it. You're curious? We need someone outside the political system. Orlando, your problem is you always think people need someone to guide them. Jesus, you think your cult needs you. That's a problem. These people, a lot of them would be better off without, subscribing to people that are lying to them and stringing them along with a lie. Why are you going to lie to people, bro? Why are you going to say Jesus told you something that no one told you anything? Jesus didn't come to you in a dream and say anything to you. He doesn't speak to you. Why do you tell people that? No, I don't need to come to your church, and I won't come to your church. You're the last thing you want coming to. I'm the last thing you want coming to your church. Trust me. Because if anybody knew how to listen there and they listened to me, they'd stop listening to you. Oh, my dog's outside. He wants me to let him back in. Hold on. Rogie, why don't you learn how to bark? Why don't you learn how to bark like every other dog? It's a piece of... Why did you? All right, one cookie. All right. That gives me some cookie. You have your own church. Why would you go to somebody else's? I'm in church right now. Not a church. This is not a church. It is a couple of friends, you know. It's all it's ever been. Sitting around getting high, talking shit. That's all it is. Yeah, I've been a douchebag for most of those years, and I'm trying to not be a douchebag anymore. Doesn't always work. But that's all this is, man. Minister? Yes, I am. I am an ordained minister. It means nothing. It was for tax purposes. I thought I might federal government start a church and not pay them taxes anymore. And I just gave up on it. I was like, fuck it. Yeah. Because that really is why people start churches. Orlando's like, wait, I don't have to pay my taxes? Oh, Orlando. Shiba Inu's at the top of our list. Is it really? Oops, I get an orange creamsicle right when I say that. Whoa, Shiba Inu is up plus 47%, but it's 4 zeros and a 34. It might be doing well. Flocky is up 46%. VRA is up 34% to 3 cents. My VRA is looking. Oh, Merritt. Is it Merritt City? I can't remember. Merritt, goddamn. Not City. Circle. Merritt Circle. $2.92. I bought it at $1.95. Nay, Hass Church. Sheba's pumping. One could argue you have services 3 times a day. Oh, I mean, you know, I could totally start a church. I set it up to do that. But I just decided not to do it. I just decided against it. The only reason I was doing it was to fuck the federal government. You know, they shouldn't get my tax dollars and spend them on killing people and persecuting Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. You know, and Chelsea Manning. What's up, bees? Bees, what you doing? Why you gotta keep faithfully chasing the kitty cat around the house being a bad boy? Do you need me to clean your ears? Are your ears itching you? You got itchy ears this morning, buddy? Let's take care of that right now. Oh, yeah. How's that, buddy? How's that, buddy? Boy? No. It's my baby. bees. I love my bees. He just gave me a kiss on my hand. Oh, would you give your dad a kiss? You're a good boy. I was on the bed this morning. I was already walking out here. I was all, coming out of the bedroom, but I walked over to him, and I kissed him on his face, and he was looking away from me a little bit. I go, "You're gonna give your daddy a kissy?" And he turned and looked at me, and he kissed me right on, just a little lick right on my lips. You're the cutest little puppy. You gave your daddy a kissy. What's up, bees? Let's turn off Robo Doggy. Robo Doggy deactivated. Let me get you a paper towel and clean up your face a little bit. What do you say? Here. Here. You clean your mouth. Like that. Don't clean your mouth over here. Yeah, that's all. Nice and clean. You're beautiful, boy. You're beautiful. You are. You're beautiful, boy. Look at your little superhero cape on. You got your little. He's like my little action figure. Are you my little action figure? Are you my little action figure? What sort of action are we taking today, Beazle? We're gonna take some actions today. Action figure. I just want to pick him up and hug him right now. Can I pick you up? I want to put you right here. Right here. I want to pick you up and put you up here with me. It's crowded. I want to pick you up. Oh, bees. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute, Beazle? You want me to give you a... How about I hook you up with a yak milk chew? Huh? Yak milk chew. Got one of these already open? God, I got a lot of these stored up. This is great. Uh-oh. Dude, I hate when you try to open one of these plastic bags. You rip the top off, and then you can't get your thumbnails. There we go. It's so challenging. There we go. I got it. All right, I got you a yak milk chew, bro. I love these. Yak milk chew. It's like finding a bone on the ground outside. Look how happy he is. He's like, yeah, this is cool, man. Leaving the workforce aren't coming back to the job work-life balance they left. They're upgrading. Huh. But the Biden administration just is claiming that they just created 6 million jobs. And this is what I say. No, you didn't. I was like, the whole goddamn country got shut the... Let me move this back over. And people are going back to work. People are going, you're not creating jobs. These are all jobs that used to be here, and they're just coming back. So people are sick of the pandemic. That's all. We don't work, we preach is our full-time job. Right, Orlando, we know. We know you take that shit seriously. Why you beasling, Griffin? Why you beasling? Why you beasling? Trendy Nick says fact. Token Dave says, I think Sheba just got on all the markets today. Oh, it just went nationwide, huh? Did it? It only went up 40% though, which is not a big jump. It was not doing really well. So it's already it's fighting for that first position with Flocky right now. Flocky, they're both at 44%. 43 and 44 now. VRA though is at 3 cents, man. That's gonna look good on my fucking portfolio. I wonder how long I have to wait before I hit 0% profit. It's not percent profit. Remember that. I'm making profit, guys. Understand my portfolio. I'm in profit all over the place. Anytime I need money, I can take it out and I'm making profit. Okay. But my average overall profit is down. And you need to understand it's because I hold a lot of Bitcoin and the value of Bitcoin is down right now. And if that one goes up, my average is going to get back to 0 pretty quick. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, Orlando. Yeah. And your buddy Fabian is going to get all of his money like I told you he would if you just fucking sit down and shut up and wait for the goddamn market to turn around. I told you guys it would. Here it comes. Here comes the fucking market, man. You know, and there's no need for you to file a lawsuit. I mean, he actually filed a lawsuit against Shiba Inu. Really? Did he really? He found a lawyer that would actually do that for him. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you thought I lost everything? It's the fucking value of crypto. Why don't you guys understand this, man? Oh my God. Why is it so hard for me to explain how crypto works? It's an investment. Okay. See this bottle? Orlando? Okay. Let's say the grid collapses and you can't buy these anymore. Okay? You can't find this anywhere. But people need vitamins. So it automatically becomes more expensive to people because they can't just go to a store and buy it. So the value of this has gone up. Now, I'll put it on my shelf and not think about it for a while. And this becomes more rare and more people are looking for it. What do you think happens to it? The value goes up. Just like anything else, crypto is just like any other object. Joe H., what's up, my brother? Welcome to the show. Joseph, I'll give you the numbers, sir. There you go. I'll let Joseph check that out. I will be right back, you people. Wait right here. I will leave you with Rogie, the Roguesters, the Rogue Meister. He heard me say that. He thinks I'm going somewhere. Bees. Beezle. What'd you do, Bees? You came over here to be with everybody? That's good to hear. We thought you lost everything. Keep it open. Good morning. Understand the value of something might go up. It might fluctuate, go down, or go up. You purchase crypto. I tried to explain this to you with Fabian, bro. It's like, yeah, anytime you buy crypto, it goes down. It just does. It's weird. But eventually it's going to go up, man. And it's a long-term investment. So, Orlando, if you see like, I don't know, a fucking old car, like an old Corvette, and it's in good shape and it still runs, and you go purchase that Corvette and you go and you put it in a garage somewhere, over time, that car is going to be worth more money. It's a long-term investment. The value of it goes up. If you understand that, then you can understand crypto. And the thing about crypto is, at least with Bitcoin, it's in a limited supply like that Corvette is. You can't just get another vintage Corvette and make it out of thin air. And you can't do that with Bitcoin either. It's a limited supply. And when enough people hold on to it, man, the value is going to go up higher and higher. Just like these pills would go up, when the harder it is to get. Because more people are holding on to it. Yeah, it's such a simple concept, bro. I don't understand why that is so hard to explain to you. You lose until you pull out at the wrong time. Exactly, Nick. Exactly. You leave your money. Good morning, Joe H. I'm sorry if wow, I lost a whole bunch of people. Okay. You guys, did something happen? Are we still live? Did I drop, guys? Is this what happens at the 2 hour interval? I just lost 6 viewers in 1 second. 6 people. Poof. Huh. Anyhow, the truth hurts. It's not about the truth hurting. I guess it's more about just understanding how crypto works, how the value of an investment works. Orlando, Hippie Chick says live. Orlando is listening. Trendy Nick says play ball, people. I'm glad that you guys are still here. I don't know why my numbers dropped horrendously like this. I don't know, but I'll try not to focus too much on it. I think we're having an important conversation about investments. When I went to go buy some batteries, I noticed the price is insane. I'm paying $2.50 a battery, guys, for little batteries. $2.50 for a fucking battery. And if I didn't buy 12 of those, I'd be paying $5, $6 a battery for a single battery. Inflation touches all of us. This stuff is going to go up in value too. Just like everything else is costing more money. Let's see what's at the very bottom. Did we lose Joe H? Mana is at the very bottom. Remember, Mana was at the very top yesterday. See how it works? That's why we watch this. Overland Wax P Synthetics is $5.87, and it's down plus 2%. Synthetics, $5.87. I'm doing really good on that investment, and it's going to go up and up. Remember, my buy-in on that is $10.50. It's going to go up. Engine is 212. Saitama is a 2. Storage is $1.37. That's down pretty low. Polkadot's 22 cents. I mean, $22.44. My bad. Cardano is $1.18. Solana is already up to 120. Remember, Solana was under $100. Dude, someone just got sick rich off Solana. It went up $20. Fucking A, bro. That's crazy. Someone there off Solana over the last week. Probably Joe H. He said he was going to get some, I think. Harmony One is at 22, almost 23 cents. Harmony One. That's great. It was down to 19 cents. Great. It's looking great. Crypto.com is almost 50 cents. That's going up. Remember, that was 39 cents. I think it got down to 38 cents. It was low. Oh, it's doing great. Crypto.com is a big one. Whoa, Dogecoin is finally up. It's up to 16 cents. I don't believe it. Dogecoin is up finally, people. I don't believe it. It got up to 16.5 cents, and now it's at 16.2 cents. Wow, Dogecoin. Holy moly, guys. There's your crypto review. Wow. And man, to see this goddamn coin just kind of, went up and now it's just staying right there in the 43,800 range. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let it reconsolidate and we'll see what it does, right? I still got coffee left. I'm just saying, I still got coffee left. Matic. Almost back up to $2, Matic. Cardano's going to catch it. Mark my words. Gonna go. What else is going on in the world? Man, I love having 4 monitors now. 4 fucking monitors, bro. I can do everything now. Now I just need a more powerful computer, more powerful video cards, better monitors, upgrade everything, man. Nay's Garden is live right now. Everybody, Bitcoin major trend reversal. Okay, let's listen to some hopium from Lark Davis channel.
Bitcoin has had a very exciting few days in terms of price action, but is the Bitcoin bull market back on? Have we made it out of the worst of the crypto crash? Are we in for a major trend reversal? In today's video, I'm going to be discussing that exact topic as well as sharing some great adoption news. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video to get all of the goods.
All the
My
goods.
name is Mark. Every day I make videos talking about crypto.
He hadn't said that in so long.
So if you do enjoy that topic, like stay up to date with crypto, then quick tap on the thumbs up button.
Dude,
let me and YouTube know that you do like that kind of stuff.
I have to just stop right here and leave a message on there and say thank you for bringing back all of the goods. I got to tell you, I missed it so much. I wait for him to say that. Look, I have waited for you to say all of the goods now for weeks. Thank you so much for bringing back one of my favorite Larkisms. Something like that. All right. I have waited for you to say all of the goods now for weeks. Thank you so much for bringing back one of my favorite Larkisms. Yes.
It's
all of
super
the
awesome,
goods.
so thanks for taking a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button. By the way, if you're a cryptocurrency trader, you need yourself an account over on Femex. Long and short, a wide variety of the top cryptocurrencies. They got Bitcoin, they got Ethereum, they got Cardano, they got all of your favorites.
All of
Use
the
link
goods
down below in the description to start your account. You get 10% off of your trading fees and up to $3,600 in trading bonuses. So go ahead and check that out. Now let's go ahead and get straight on into this topic. So Bitcoin has been in a downtrend. This downtrend line here that we have been talking about for a very long time now, it seems, has been in this downtrend since November. We're broken out right here. Boom.
Yes!
We have broken out of the downtrend.
Yes!
We passed over our downtrend.
Bring
line
on the
here.
bulls!
Even
I'll
a nice
smoke to
little retest
no
on
law
the
regarding
today.
bring on the
And
bulls.
then
Cheers.
higher. That makes me very optimistic that we could be seeing a trend reversal coming in here for Bitcoin. And of course, the entire cryptocurrency market right along with it, because as you guys know, Bitcoin, the markets rise or fall, basically, depending on what old man Bitcoin is doing. And it looks like old man Bitcoin is getting ready for a new breakout. Very exciting times for the market, obviously. Also, this chart here to share with you. So the RSI for Bitcoin, we have broken our downtrend for this as well. This is something I talked with you about maybe a week ago or so.
Well, Orlando, I put way more faith in Lark than I do in Jesus Christ. I'm going to go with Lark on this one.
That we could be looking for this to happen. We were just kind of on the cusp when I was talking about that. Hadn't really had a definitive move by that point. But as you can see here, we had a move up, came back down. Actually, we tested that trend line. Now we're blasting higher for the RSI. So the relative strength index has broken out of its downtrend. Very definitive.
I got plenty of smokes, bro. Don't worry. I don't have to save anything. I got plenty, Orlando.
We're talking about that. Oversold readings like this on Bitcoin, they are rare events. And when they do happen, they are great buying opportunities. Historically, this one
I dropped a whole bunch
was
on the
a
floor.
fantastic buying opportunity. Well, no, I did not quite nail that bottom. I did not get Bitcoin under $33,000 on this dump. I know some people did, but that was not me. I got around 34K though, so that's a happy zone to have bought a bit of Bitcoin.
I think I got a little around 34.
But what happened last time when we had this big downtrend that started back here in early 2021, took all the way until mid-year to break? This cycle has been about half as short,
Thanks,
by the way.
Orlando. Love you too.
But after we had that last big downtrend and big RSI breakout that came afterwards, guess what we had? We had 130% freaking price rally, including new all-time highs, man. Dude. That's crazy stuff. Are we going to see 130% price rally now? That would be awesome. Who knows? But what is evident is that we have definitely broke out of this downtrend, and that when we've had these RSI downtrends being broken out of previously, they have come right before a major price rally. So that could be what we are looking at right now. Also, Kevin Svensson shared this, that the Heikin Ashi is now green for Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. So you can see many weeks of downtrends on this chart here, with, of course, a green finally being
I was showing off my
put
cannabis.
in.
I dropped a whole
That
bunch behind
is an indicator of a
behind the counter.
major trend reversal. It's historically a pretty reliable indicator. So, you know, a bit more of fuel for the fire that we are looking at a major trend reversal here for Bitcoin. We can also see Bitcoin at the time of recording this video anyway, was coming right up on the 50-day moving average. Now we have passed over a very key area of price resistance at $42,500. Obviously, we want to see the daily candle closing above that level. And it would be really nice to see us closing above the 50-day moving average. That, to me, would really just signal that, yep, the market is getting back into a bullish zone here, and we could see prices pushing higher in a relatively quick period. The last time.
Now, Joe H also said what Orlando said is that we could drop and retest one more time. Let me see. I've got it written down. 11, he said. He said we could retest 11. 29 to 11. That's what Joe H said a few days ago. But right now, right in between 41 and 54. At 40, we're just at 44.
Time we crossed the 50-day moving average after a big downtrend. Went absolutely nuts for a very long time. Will history be repeating? Here is all just fake outs, all psyops. Nobody can predict the future, obviously. We can just look at the indicators, say, well, how has the market performed previously when these indicators have done this? Previously, they performed quite bullishly. Maybe something will come out. Maybe Biden's executive order on crypto is going to be like super bad news bears, and we just lose all this stuff. That's always a consideration. So just, keep that stuff in mind. Don't go and ape your life savings into crypto. It is a highly volatile, highly risky market, but here we are. We are looking at a potential big trend reversal. I also want to share this with you. This is a great chart here. So basically, the rational root says, talking about scarcity, liquid supply is growing near twice as fast as new supply. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. He says this is why we made the 69K all-time high in bear market conditions. We have the 2024 Bitcoin halving coming up. I think no one's ready for what is to come for Bitcoin. This is mind-blowing stuff here. Essentially, what we have right now is every day 1,702 Bitcoin is entering the illiquid supply category. Basically, what that means, Bitcoin being bought, taken off exchanges, going into long-term holding, either by regular people like you and me, by the whales, or by institutional players. Circulating supply of Bitcoin, the new circulating supply of Bitcoin being made every day is around 900 Bitcoin from emissions. So that means we are almost doubling the amount of newly made Bitcoin with the demand for Bitcoin. That's impressive. That's very, very impressive. And then, of course, we have new Bitcoin halving, which is going to take the daily amount of Bitcoin coming. Demand within 2 years for Bitcoin is going to be much higher than it is right now. So yeah, buying Bitcoin under 50K feels good. And some adoption news to finish up today's video. So we had two big announcements from credit unions, actually. So the first one is from a $3 billion credit union called Unify Financial, which is launching buy and sell services for their customers. We also had this one, a $7.3 billion credit union allowing members to buy and hold Bitcoin via online banking. So between these two credit unions, $10 billion in total assets. Every single one of these stories that we cover is consequential. It all adds up. It all adds up. And we've covered a lot of these stories over the last year because every single time that you enable a new fiat on-ramp for people to be able to easily buy and sell Bitcoin via a service that they're already using, it's massive. These people now, for Idaho Central Credit Union, they no longer have to go and get a Coinbase account. They don't have to go and buy a Bitcoin ETF product or any of this kind of stuff. They can just go right down to the bank that they've been using their entire lives, and buy some Bitcoin. That's game-changing stuff. That allows so much money to come into the market. Look, even if like,
hey man, no law regarding game-changing stuff when it comes to crypto. Cheers.
Of this particular credit union's, total assets come into Bitcoin may not seem like very much of itself, but when you start to account for dozens, hundreds of banks and credit unions doing this, you start to get an idea of the picture being created here. Final story for today. Superfood chain Everbowl adopts the Bitcoin standards. The California-based food chain said inflation and eroding purchasing power of fiat currencies prompted the switch to Bitcoin. So they're going to run their business on the Bitcoin standard, converting all of its cash reserves over into Bitcoin. Obviously, not the biggest company in the world. But again, this is one of those situations. We covered lots of small companies out there that have made the switch. And maybe they haven't taken all their cash reserves and put it into Bitcoin. Maybe they've taken a percentage of their cash reserves and put it into Bitcoin. But we see this happening more and more all of the time.
More exposure.
Where companies are coming in saying, holy cow, inflation, the purchasing power of the dollar, all this stuff is weighing heavy on us, and we're just a small company. Wait until the Facebooks and the Apples sit down and realize, like, holy cow, we lost, billions of dollars last year to the eroding purchasing power of the dollar. Why have we not bought Bitcoin? Like, serious question. Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, what are you guys doing? What are you waiting for? Buy some freaking Bitcoin already. These guys are sitting on tens of billions to hundreds of billions of dollars in cash. We have little companies like this front running those bigger companies. And it may not be a lot of money, but every little company that starts adopting Bitcoin as a way to hold their cash reserves adds up, and we're getting more and more of them all of the time. Again, big picture stuff, right? Keep an eye on the prize and what is actually happening out here in the world. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. You will let me know what you think about all of this stuff. And if we are, of course, seeing a real trend reversal, maybe it's just a fake out for Bitcoin, down below in the comments.
Lark Davis channel on YouTube. You guys, here's a cannabis-related story. If you want to listen to Kyle Klinsky call cannabis weed for fucking 6 minutes.
So there's another great video here from More Perfect Union talking about the drug war. What they did is they went and talked to people who are serving either extremely long sentences for nonviolent drug offenses or even serving life for nonviolent drug offenses. They're going to highlight some of their stories here. This is really powerful stuff. Let's take a look.
Joe Biden, fucking fix this. In the mid-90s and early 2000s, I was working on a career in the music industry, working with industry legends like Snoop Dogg and Tupac Shakur's recording.
Lark Davis runs a financial advisory corporation. He offers a weekly newsletter. He's been studying investing for years, and he is a podcaster that broadcasts daily and offers accurate information that I have used time and time again to make money. I've made so much money from watching that guy. I mean, that's all you need to know. I made money watching him. What else do you need to know? Hey, yo, it's Snoop.
group when I was approached by a confidential informant who purchased $900 worth of cannabis from me on 3 occasions. I was prosecuted federally and was sentenced to a 55-year mandatory minimum as a first-time offender.
We were one of the first dispensaries in the country. We received over 2 decades of nonviolent cannabis offense. I'm currently serving my 14th year in prison, and I have 6 left.
At 19, I was charged with simple possession of marijuana in Mississippi, and I got sentenced to a year in jail and 5 years probation. At the end of the 5-year sentence, I was picked up for conspiracy to traffic marijuana. My full sentence is 60 years, and this is my 12th year lockup.
Wow.
So after I was released from prison, I decided to help to get the people I left behind out of prison. There's a number of people in there whose sentences are more ridiculous than mine, and they don't have celebrities and political figures pulling for them like I did. Currently, there are roughly 2,700 people serving federal prison time for a nonviolent cannabis offense. There are murderers in prison and rapists and terrorists and everything who are serving a fraction of what I was sentenced to. When President Biden was running for office, he made a promise.
I think we should decriminalize marijuana, period. And I think anyone who has a record should be let out of jail. Their record's expunged. It can be completely zeroed out.
So we're going to hold him to his promise, especially right now when we have this two-tiered system of justice where if you're wealthy and if you're an older white male, you can profit from the cannabis industry.
Hey Ben, what's up, buddy?
People of color and people from poor neighborhoods are still sitting in prison for doing the same thing.
My name is Kyle Kazan, and I'm the co-founder, CEO, and chairman of Glasshouse Brands. Glasshouse Brands is a very large cannabis company that's publicly traded on the OTC and on the New York Exchange in Canada. Are we a legal business? Yes, we're a legal business in the state of California, where we operate. We are illegal federally, like every single business that operates in the United States, because the United States still has cannabis, oddly enough, as a Schedule I drug.
Watching people cash in on the legal marijuana market while we're incarcerated is one of the most egregious injustices.
Luke was running a medicinal marijuana dispensary in Modesto, California in 2000.
And that right there sums up the entire mentality of the cannabis industry. Who caught that little gem? Him being locked up in prison over cannabis possession isn't the thing that pisses him off the most. No, it's that other people are making money with it right now. That's the biggest injustice to him. That's the mentality, guys. After hearing him say that, I have no fucking sympathy for that one guy. I have no sympathy for him. Wow. Did everybody catch that? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. The guy who's locked up in prison for cannabis is most upset at the fact that people are now off of cannabis. Not that he's locked up for it. That is the insanity. That's the greed. And that's what infects and destroys every industry. I don't care which one it is. The Green New Deal bullshit circular. We're making circular energy products. It's all circular bullshit. Nothing is circular. You're liars. Just like this cannabis industry. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not okay with you because other people are now profiting off of it. You need to support the fact they're profiting off of it, bro. Are you kidding me? Dude, I want you to hear him say it one more time, guys, because it's fucking psychotic.
Because the United States still has cannabis, oddly enough, as a Schedule I drug.
248.
Watching people cash in on the legal marijuana market while we're incarcerated is one of the most egregious injustices.
Luke was wrong.
Here, let me bring it up on screen.
Watching people cash in on the legal marijuana market while we're incarcerated is one of the most egregious injustices.
Watching people profit off cannabis is one of the most egregious injustices. Egregious injustices. That's hard to say. I mean, it's literally on screen for you to see, man. Watching people cash in. And I tell you that this cannabis industry is completely destroyed by people like this, by this mindset. And bro, you want us to sympathize with you while you rot in prison? You want us to sympathize with you? Hey man, I've got a lot of friends that make money off this cannabis industry right now. You just put every single one of us down. Every single one of us that supports this industry. You've got some nerve from your fucking prison cell to say the thing that bothers you the most is that other people are doing what you got in prison for. What? Oh, God, it's psychotic. Did prison do that to you, bro? Or are you just a fucking idiot? He doesn't support cannabis. He supports himself. Am I making sense here? You guys are all saying you agree with me in the chat. Yes, thank you. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? There we go. Thank you for agreeing with me in the chat about this, guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for keeping up with this. I know it seems crazy, but you know me. I'm always going to call the bullshit where I see it, and hopefully you guys see the fucking bullshit in what he just said. It's not the way you win fucking hearts and minds, bro. Sorry. Sucks to be you right now.
Cash in on it.
Luke Scarmazzo, sitting in prison for cannabis, saying the thing that pisses him off the most is that other people are making money off of cannabis right now. Not that he's in prison for it, and no one should be in prison for it. No. I think he wants everyone in prison for it. This is like continuing the cycle of fucking ass rape, man. And he wants everyone to get ass raped like him. Not, he shouldn't have been ass raped.
The legal marijuana market while we're incarcerated is one of the most egregious injustices.
Luke was running a medicinal marijuana dispensary in Modesto, California in 2004. He had a partner.
We followed California law to the letter. We were licensed. We had a permit from the state. We paid 100% of our taxes, both state and federal taxes.
George Bush was the president, and they were prosecuting marijuana business. They didn't recognize California's medical marijuana laws, just like federal law does not recognize the state laws in existence today. But what's happened since Luke was prosecuted are a number of things. The Obama administration instructed prosecutors not to prosecute individuals who are following state law. In 2014, Congress has introduced a rider that precludes the DOJ from using funds to prosecute businesses or individuals that are operating within the state's medical marijuana laws. And Luke falls within that guidelines. And so today, not only would Luke not be prosecuted, he couldn't be prosecuted. And he's still sitting in prison.
He ran one dispensary. I'm sitting in one right here in Los Angeles. My company has numerous. We're opening up more.
Parker Coleman, he has a very egregious case. He is currently serving a 60-year sentence.
Yes, 50 years to go. Nonviolent cannabis crime.
And weed stops now. How am I still in here? Like, that can't be that hypocritical. Like, that's too late.
Joe Biden can end this today. Not tomorrow, not this week. He can end it today. He has the ability to free every single federal nonviolent drug offender. Every single one. He can do it. He's not doing it. Not only is he not doing that, he's not signing the executive off the Schedule 1 drug list. I mean, look, even if he just moved it to Schedule 2, it'd be a hell of a lot better. But he's not doing that. Really what he should do is just take it off the list completely or put it in the lowest category. But he's not going to do that. This is a guy who was responsible in part for writing the crime bill, which cracked down on nonviolent drug abuse, which locked up an entire generation of young Black and brown people primarily. That's what he did. And he still hasn't atoned for that in any serious way. He said he was going to decriminalize it in the debates. He hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. He can fix it right now. Right now. And by the way, geez, you want to talk about the political angle of this? I mean, that would be a bump in his abysmal approval rating overnight if he did it. He's not doing it. Now, you see these direct, firsthand stories of people who are impacted by this. It is astounding. We have a situation where some people can be a CEO of a marijuana company and other people can be locked up for years over possession. And it's all just all different states, you know? Federal government can fix this right now by Biden signing an executive order today, and that's it. The nightmare is over. The nightmare would be over. So I want to give you some more information on what's going on with the drug war. Every 25 an American is arrested for drug possession. Every 25 seconds. You want to talk about an injustice? By the way, what would I call this policy? It's authoritarian. This is authoritarianism. You have or should have the personal freedom to put in your body what you want to put in your body if you're not hurting anybody else. I think that's basic freedom. They say no, and every 25 seconds an American is arrested for drug possession.
Hey, Dami, what's up? State of New Jersey making big money. It's cash for state and A. The government's making money. Bro, it's a damn crime. Facts and truth. Griffin, Seymour, Scene. Dom, yeah, agree with me. James, agreed. Ben, don't they expunge the convictions after the legalization? No, you have to get that done, Ben. You have to go through a lawyer. That's a legal proceeding. You have to appeal to the court if you want to get crimes expunged. It's not automatically done. No, they didn't. You're talking about a bill that was passed. I'm not familiar with that bill. You might be right about the bill that was passed about cannabis. I don't know how that worked. So I have to look into that, Ben. I'm sorry. I don't know the answer. Gold Diamond says, I get why he's mad. Biden's a bitch. Bitcoin's pumping, baby. Yeah, man. Bitcoin's rocking in the free world, man. Holy shit. Wow, guys. 44,248. We just hit the 24. Did we just hit the? Yeah, we just hit the 3 minutes ago. We just hit the 24-hour high, guys. Thank you, Gold Diamond, for pointing that out. We just hit the 24-hour high, guys, on Bitcoin. Right now. Again, twice. Here we go, man. You guys looking at it? It's right here. This is Bitcoin. Look at the spike. This is it right here, too. I'll open that up a little bit. I can make the numbers bigger, too. Yeah? Holy shit, man. Dude, in the last 24 hours, my portfolio has gone up $22,000 in value. So for Orlando to not understand how that works, this is what I would tell him. In the last 24 hours, my portfolio has gone up $22,300 in value. You get it now, Orlando? Well, I'm still negative. I'm still negative 6.5%. But my best performer is making me the most amount of money right now is Polygon. It's making me $23,000. So Bitcoin is subtracting $40,000 negative. It's loss from my overall, right? So those work against each other, you know. Well, like I said, I'll tell you when I hit zero, and it could be any second. 153. 153. Here we go. On Ethereum, guys. Look, just hit the 24-hour high on Ethereum. And wow. We're hitting 24-hour highs on almost everything, guys. Second, it's exploding. I mean, look at the date and the time. It's Monday, February 7th, guys, at 10 a.m. This is it. This is the moment that the market fucking went total bull. I mean, this is it. This is the explosive moment. So let's see how high it goes, man. I'm fucking gonna ride this motherfucker. Someone said more coffee. Was that hippie chick? I agree. More coffee. Let's do it. I'm on my 3rd or 4th cup. I don't give a fuck. This is exciting as fuck, man. I'll keep the chart up. Holy fucking shit, guys. So Matic is about to hit $2. It's the 24-hour high is $2. So it goes over $2, man. Polygon is gonna lead the whole a wave of altcoins, man. It's gonna be amazing to watch. It's all happening live right now. And I couldn't be more proud and happy to bring it to y'all. I'm so glad we got the charts up. Oh my God, this coffee smells so good when you're standing next to it right when it comes out, man. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Man, the Keurig should have a little fan that blows the scent around the room. That would be awesome. Oh my God. That smells so good. Why, it smells downright delicious. Maintenance, constantly filling the water, filling and refilling. Man, just keeping up with my water filtering. Let's talk about that. You know, water filtration is that is why you're going to want to go by Infowars.com. Check out our water filtration. Our water filtration is the finest quality. Our filters are the best filters on the planet. You will not find a filtration system anywhere near as clean, as clear, ultimately the best tasting water that you will ever have. You're going to want to go to prisonplanet.com. You're going to want to go to Infowars.com and check out our products that we've got there for you. Oh my goodness, 44,345 now, guys. 24-hour high, another 24-hour high, 345. That's easy to remember, 345. Right? Get it locked in your brain. It's gonna be gone quick. What's happening, man? The purchase, corporate purchases. What Is it 47 or 57K? Dude, is it if we hit 47K or is it where's Joe H at? Where's Killer GB at? There is a corporate purchase and it's at a 7. I can't remember if it's 47,000. Where companies just love it. When it's at 47, they just buy. They buy it up. It might be 47K. We'll see. There's a huge buy-in at 47. Oh, was it Nick that said more coffee? I did, Lowell, more coffee. Nick, right on, buddy. Thank you. More COVEFFE. All right, let's go back to Kyle here. We'll just listen to him.
There are 456 Americans serving time for a drug charge. The cost of the drug war over the years, it's been more than $1 trillion since 1971. More than $1 trillion. Weed legalization,
he said weed,
would save $7.7 billion a year if you stop the massive apparatus that you need to enforce these laws.
Yeah, that's not true. That's a total fucking lie. The persecution of cannabis crimes throughout this country is a money grab for the federal government. And Kowski is repeating a garbage quote from a garbage source. You guys know what's up. They seize your shit. They take your money. They take your cannabis. The lawyers are working. The courts are working. Everybody's getting employed. And then the jails get you. It's a money grab. And all the Joe Bidens of the world make money. And all the Clintons of the world make money.
Would yield $6 billion a year. $6 billion. So
now that's true, and it's probably more if you consider hemp as well.
That would leave us with $13.7 billion.
Maybe. Give or take what I said compared to what he said, maybe his overall figure is somewhere around where I would agree with.
For that money, you could fund more than 6 weeks of paid vacation for all Americans.
Wow.
Just by doing the right policy. It's the morally correct thing to do, and it's the fiscally correct thing to do. And that's obvious. And Joe Biden's not doing it. Again, look, credit to More Perfect Union for highlighting these stories, these personal stories. I'm more of like a macro picture guy. I like to talk about numbers and data and macro trends. But look, fact of the matter is, I don't think most people fall in that category. I think most people are they're more taken in by stories, by personal stories, by narratives. And this is More Perfect Union doing some great on-the-ground work, talking to people directly impacted by this. And you could put real faces to the trauma and to the injustice. And so this has to end. This has to end now. Free every single nonviolent drug offender. Shit, apologize to them. Pay them some money for being unfairly locked up. And legalize marijuana. There are only upsides that come from it, and I sincerely mean that. If you want to...
Kyle Kalinske, Secular Talk. You guys know what's up. Four years ago. This is from 4 years ago.
Hi, everyone. Lisa Haven here. And have I got an interesting report that I just think you guys need to know about? And it's specifically in regards to Bill Gates, one of the head globalists of them all and one of the richest, mind you. But over this past weekend, on February 17th, all the way through today, he attended the Munich Security Conference, known as MSC, as you can see on the screen.
2017.
Now, for those of you who don't know what this conference is, it has become
Nick,
the major global forum for the discussion of our security policies and
I don't cringe as much as I used to, because I've numbed myself to it so I don't get upset about it. But at the same time, man, I feel deep sorrow for people who just refuse to look at the entire narrative around what to call cannabis. You know, I just feel a lot of sorrow, you know, in their inability to look at the history behind it and support the, you know, getting out. Instead, they help suppress it by continuing to use the racist terminology. And it makes me sad.
February, they meet to bring together more than 450 senior decision makers from all around the world. It includes heads of states, ministers, leading personalities of international and non-governmental organizations, as well as high-ranking representatives of industry, media, academia, and civil society to engage in debate over current and future security challenges. So needless to say, this is a sort of think tank conference that includes some pretty high up individuals. You make a lot of money and you play the game, then you're evidently going to be one of the 1%, so to speak, up there in this meeting. So when such meetings happen, it's imperative that we pay attention to what's happening at these. Now, one of the things that has surfaced out of this meeting is what Bill Gates has said. And this is huge because anything that a globalist like that, and especially someone who's a very huge on depopulation, but when they come out and say things, we need to, you know, I guess my alarm bells go up. But check out this first report from businessinsider.com in regards to that meeting. And
just remember, guys, this was back in 2017. She did this in 4 years ago, before the pandemic and all that shit. So just keep that in mind.
States Bill Gates, a new kind of terrorism could wipe out 30 million people in less than a year, and we are not prepared.
Early
now,
2017.
This gets into how Bill Gates believes
February.
that, you know, some kind of terrorist activity could be unleashed, bioterrorism or other kinds of terrorism, killing off lots of people, specifically pandemics, that kind of deal. And that, I guess, his solution is vaccinations, of course. But here,
you know I'm going to play that back for you. You know I'm going to play that back for all of you guys. Take a bong hit, whatever you got to do, and listen to this a couple times.
here's another one from the Guard's solution is vaccinations, of course. But here's that kind of deal. And that, I guess, his solution, killing off lots of people, specifically pandemics, killing off lots of people, specifically pandemics, specifically pandemics, specifically pandemics, specifically pandemics, specifically pandemics, that kind of deal. And that, I guess, his solution is vaccinations, of course.
He was all over this shit. YouTube recommended this video for me, everybody. YouTube wanted me to see this video. I don't even know who she is. I might be subscribed to her channel. I don't know. I'll check. Oh, I'm subscribed to her. I'm subscribed to her. Very good. Very good. Make sure to get all notifications.
But here's another one from theguardian.com. Bill Gates warns tens of million people could be killed by bioterrorism. And in this report, he talks about how there is reasonable probability that the world can experience that kind of outbreak, a flu outbreak, a pandemic outbreak within the next 10 to 15 years. He even mentions smallpox as another, but any kind of deadly strain. Here's one more from dailymail.co.uk. Biological terrorism could kill hundreds of millions of people as genetic engineering unleashes terrifying new weapons, warns Bill Gates. He said the governments aren't doing enough to prepare for that. He warns that we could see it within the next 15 years and hundreds of millions could be killed as a result. Now,
you know, I like how he says governments are doing enough to prepare for it, but he's not saying like the governments aren't doing enough to stop people from practicing what leads to. I sound like to me in my brain. Hey Vladimir, what's up? You fucking Halloween troll. It's like in my mind, I feel as if as a human being, I shouldn't have to say these words, man. Like, we should have already figured this one out, man. Barack Obama passed some laws, some legislation that said, hey, you're not allowed to do gain of function research. Right? And then Donald Trump said, no, man, fuck that. Let them do whatever the fuck they want. Oh, okay, great. Great idea. Great idea. Look into that. Someone look into that.
Now, obviously, some of these, we had one with 30 million, one with 10 million, one with hundreds of millions. Bill Gates obviously is just saying, hey, there's a large number of people that could die as a result. But needless to say, we need to take somebody like him seriously because he has, he's a big proponent on depopulation. And when one of the richest men, if not the richest man in the world, but one of them evidently, offers the solution of vaccinating people, that's a problem because we know vaccines also cause sterilization. They can put things in the vaccines, which I don't.
Whoa, okay. So this is where I have to say, look, I have to stop agreeing with her at this point because I don't agree with her. And if there are instances where what she claims has happened, when small instances, whatever, probably wouldn't surprise me, right? It wouldn't surprise me on a small scale, but not overall. And in my opinion, it differs from hers greatly. So I'm just gonna stop right here so you guys know she's entitled to her opinion. I've got mine. It differs from her. I can't platform her here though because I'm gonna get in trouble on YouTube for misinformation on my. Or otherwise, I'd love to listen to what she has to say, but YouTube's gonna get me for misinfo. So I apologize for not. She just hasn't been caught for it, and I'm glad she hasn't. I don't want her to be. You know, everyone has a voice and an opinion, and I totally agree that everyone's allowed to have an opinion on it. And what she's about to say, I totally disagree with. I'd love to listen to more, though, and I'll probably listen to the rest of it after I end the show. Right? I don't believe. Yeah, you got to go. This guy's got to go. Halloween troll, bye. Halloween troll, bye. Bye, Halloween troll. Bye, Halloween troll, bye. It's kind of fun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Halloween troll. Bye-bye. So understand, I don't want to silence her opinion because I disagree with it. I have to silence her on my channel because I'll get in trouble for what she's saying. So, you know, as far as what she's saying, it might be true. Some of it might be true, but, you know, YouTube's not going to let me fucking put that shit up. That sucks, too, because I'm not a scientist. Who am I to disagree? Lisa Haven. How did I start following her, I wonder? I wonder how long I've been following her for. She's got 500,000 subscribers. Oh my God, that video we're watching has 500,000 views. Wow, dude. I don't even know who she is. She's huge. Oh my God. She's fucking bigger than goddamn sliced bread, bro. She's got 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Wonder when her last upload was. 5 minutes ago. Wow, dude. All of her thumbnails look the same. We don't need any strikersons. Strikersons. I'm having Bell's palsy. I can't do it anymore. Strikersons. Such an idiot. All right, forget about the strikersons. Love your show. Xander Luciano says, thank you for banning Putin. I hate Russia. You're welcome. I just banned him because he called cannabis weed. That's why I banned him. I'm here to tell you no one is bigger than me. I'm here to tell you no one is bigger than me. Second coming, Orlando Bethel. God is bigger than everyone. And then Seymour says she is like eye candy. Nick. Xander. Randy, I'm going to block you again. For the exact same reason I did before. Don't do it, bro. Just keep your fat mouth shut. Keep your sexist little fucking middle school boy fucking mouth shut, okay? It's like you never grew up, man. It's like you're still going through puberty, bro. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Yes, women are attractive. Shut the fuck up about it. Okay, I accept your apology. You're an old man, bro. Let it go, you know? I support you in letting that shit go. If that person said they hate Russia on Facebook, they better delete that comment. Xander is on YouTube, it looks like. Xander's on YouTube. You can say just about anything on YouTube. You can say just about anything on YouTube. You can say it. If you guys, the Bitcoin price up there in the corner, we got up to 44,533 and bounced back down. That was 10 minutes ago. 9 minutes ago. On the show, another fucking high. We keep hitting highs. We've hit 3 or 4, maybe 5 highs of Bitcoin. We might hit some more here. It's reconsolidating again. I don't know. There's a drop on Cardano. So let's just see what goes on. Got a little downtrend here. You guys want to see it? Got a little downtrend. Cyber Reload made a video for me, guys. He shows how to start up the jet on DCS. You guys want to watch some of it with me? It's pretty fucking cool. I've got to go to history. History. God, I've watched a lot of videos.
Is sure. And welcome to a beautiful morning in the Nevada desert. We are at Nelly's Air Force Base, home of the Top Gun pilots. And out there we have Las Vegas. Down here behind the mountains, we have the red flag training and exercise area for the Top Gun pilots. And even further out in the desert there, we have Area 51. We even have a notorious S4. But this is all about how to teach my brother Nate how to start up a Hornet if he ever should be so lucky to find one standing and loitering around. All right, let's jump into the cockpit. Before we start up the fucking Hornet, I suggest that we start up a bunker if I can fucking find a light. All right, cheers. Wow. All right. The first thing I usually do, let's remove the stick, remove the pipe. The first thing I usually do when I jump in is to arm myself. I already shown you this menu, I think. So I usually you can max have 120, so you can have 60-60. You can have 90-30. You see, it equal itself out. I usually just like to have half of each. That what you hit right here is your what kind of ammunition your gun is running there.
No, I've never heard of Among Us.
Is the best one, so no need to change this. The loadout drop menu is default loadout you can use, and you can make your own also inside the mission editor. I have mine inside the mission editor. I made a few there. I have one right here. That is a ground configuration. So I have two Mavericks on each side, and then I have a AMRAAM 120C and on each side there, and then I have sidewinders and a fuel tank. I usually like it like that. All right. What we have down here, we want to close our cockpit, our canopy. We have that function down here, and you want to keep holding it. Of course, all buttons can, of course, be key pressed, but I'm showing you with the mouse right here first. Actually, I'm going to show you first and give a kind of explanation of what each thing does, and then after that, I'm going to start it up without saying anything, and then you can see kind of how quick or how slow you
look. And then you guys are going to understand yourselves after this video of how to fucking start one of these jets up yourselves if you watch this. Because this jet is literally identical to the fucking plane. All of the systems, everything. It's identical. So if you watch this video and you learn, you could literally get in one of these motherfuckers and start it up the exact same way. So this is not a bullshit thing. This is not a game. I mean, this is for real simulation.
feel I started up. And we are now rearmed, and we have our sidewinders, we have our Mavericks, and there's a Maverick there. And then
Xander, do you play DCS World?
On the side of the fuselage. You want to put that one down to arm the seat. You want to go over here. Then you want to make sure the oxygen flow is in 12 o'clock position and switch that one on. This is your oxygen. If you fly in a too high of an altitude, you might pass out. You will try and get up a tunnel vision on the screen that turns to a black screen. Kind of like when you pull too many G's. After we have turned that on, we want to go over here, over here, and turn on the battery. Then you want to go over here. We want to turn on the APU. And you can hear the APU is spooling up. And get a green light here when it's ready. I said we get a green light. Thank you. And this is the engine crank. We have left and right. We crank it right to start with. That is the right mouth button. And down right here now, we can see left, right engine. The RPMs is spooling up, and when they reach 25, that's probably 2500 RPM, we're gonna take the right throttle stick and push that from the off position into the idle position. And then the engine is spooling up, and when it reaches 6500, the engine is on. That is the temperature for the engine, and this is how much fuel you are pushing into the engine. And then we do the same with the right mouth button, crank on the right, the left button, left engine, crank up the left engine. When that reaches 25, we take the left throttle and push it from off into idle. And we don't need to do more of that. It's gonna just start up. Then we're gonna take our flaps and put them into auto. We're gonna go down here and put the dispenser on. We're gonna put the ECM on standby. That will light up that right there, and you can probably have a hard time seeing that because your view is probably something like that. So if you don't kind of look after it, it can be hard to see. But that means that the ECM now is on standby. And as long as this standby lighting up, don't touch this one. Then you ruin the warm-up. After that, you want to go over here. You're going to put the radar on operational. You're going to put the internal navigation system on ground to start with. I like to turn those off. That right here is your low altitude warning. I like to have mine on around 18. That means when
that fucking drives
if you
me
fly lower
crazy.
than 180 feet, you will get a warning. When you have chosen the desired altitude, you hold this button in. The green light come on, you release. And then that is set up. Then you want to turn on our left DDI, our right DDI. You want to turn off infrared cool override to normal. We want to turn off the helmet mounted display. There's nothing on the hot right now, so we want to turn on the hot. This is not right now. Good, that is the hot. We want to turn off the middle DDI. We want to remove this bar here. Do that by this button here, scroll one click down, and that is your artificial mechanical horizon. If your electronic fails, you always have this one. And if you don't know what is up and down, you can always look down here. White is always up and black is
So if the 5G interferes with your altimeter, you just use that altimeter instead.
always down. You also have a compass here if your helmet mounted display compass fails or your hot compass fails. When that screen is turned off down here, you want to click that 1-2 times and that remove all that. That's a timer counting down now. That started when we switched that on ground. To make that timer go faster, you want a box SG heading and you want a box waypoint. That will, it stopped now counting down, but it will start again and that timer will be faster than the other one. And you will have to not move the plane at all. Don't move the plane at all while this is counting down because it's aligning the GPS right now. And then we want to go down here. I usually click this button and start a timer, kind of so you can see how long you've been alive. Bingo fuel, I usually have that. You click the arrows, usually have that around 2,000. That means you get a bingo warning when you are down to 2,000 pounds of fuel, and that is enough to get you to an EIR port or carrier if you don't fly with afterburner on. It should be enough. And then you want to go over here, you want to click menu, you want to click FCS. We have some arrows on. We make sure the flaps is on auto. We go over here. Before we go over here, I want you to go out here. And I want you to find out FCS bit switch. You need to remember that. It's not non-enter for you. It's my custom setup. You want to then go here, click FCS and C, and then you want to hold down that button we just talked about, FCS bit. You hold that down and click this button right here. You see now it says in test, and now it's running a test, and that is the only test we're gonna run, and that is the test for the ailerons, the flaps, and the stem, and all our control surfaces. While it's doing that, I click. Okay, no mind. That sound right here means the test is done. When the test is done, you're gonna go down here. You're gonna click that middle button right there. That set your stab trim to 12% and neutralize the other one. That's 12 degrees. 12 degree stab trim is the perfect fucking angle to take off. Your stab trim is what's the mouse? This is your stab trim. That one there, that is your stab trim. And that needs to be it don't need to be like, it's not like you fucking crash your plane if it's not, but this is optimal, 12, especially when you take off from the carrier. And after you've done that, you want to click, you can see we have a lot of X's here, symbolizing arrows. Reset, all the X's disappear, and that arrow disappeared also. If that arrow here didn't disappear, you wanted to push that once, twice. Then you want to click menu, you want to go early warning radar, you want to click mode, you want to go into semi-manual, you want to click up. We did that yesterday, so you already know this.
But I don't remember it too much. It's hard to remember it all.
So no need to go into debug.
Hey, Megzy.
Save detail about that. Back to on. Then we go over here. Bits.
Got a charger.
Then you want to display test on our Hilbert mounted display. Only need to show 4 different symbols, and then it start over. But it have to show 4. If you stop it when it is on 3 or 2, you will not be able to align your Hilbert mounted display. Hold on. After you have done with that, you're going to click the menu button once, twice. You're going to click HMD. You're going to click Align.
Life lesson learned, I guess, huh,
And
bro?
then you align. I do that with my head. It can be a little tricky sometimes. You can see I was not 100% precise here, so I gave a chance to finalize it with my throttle designator switch. And when you are happy with the with alignment, you go down here and you click Align. We did get weapons on, right? Yeah. And after that, you go down here. And that right here is how far you can see with your helmet mounted display. So after you align, you click Next Setup, and that is how far you can see with your helmet mounted display. After you've done that, I don't know what buttons you have for that. This is something I have set up only on my joystick. So you want to figure out where you have your sidewinders, and you want to figure out where you have your AMRAMs. Then you need to remember. And then you go air to air. You don't put arm on, just air to air. And you choose your sidewinder. And this radar screen will pop up. And you will change that 80 degrees down here to 40 degrees. That means that the radar is scanning 40 degrees vertical. This 4B here means that it's scanning 4 bars horizontal. Sorry, I'm wrong. This is vertical, 4 bars vertical scan and 40 degrees horizontal. That is the optimal setting for the sidewinders. When you have set that up, you click set. Then you choose your AMRAMs and you're setting the degrees to 40 one more time. But this time you want the horizontal bar scan to be 6. And then you click set. After that, you go out to menu and you click a cell. That box right there symbolizes your viewpoint in front of you right now on the AMRAMs. It would be a little smaller with the sidewinders, but is the optimal for those missiles. If you with the sidewinder, if you had 6 bars and 140 degrees, that take way longer for the radar 20 degrees and 6 bars than it would for just 40 and 4. And you don't need a bigger view with the sidewinders because that's a close-up fucking weapon.
Right.
And the AMRAMs is a medium kind of weapons. So now you only need 6 and 4. Right. So that is the science behind that. Then you want to click answer and you want to click auto. That one there. That means that your missile kind of will try to avoid friendlies. It's not a 100%. They will not hit friendlies, but it will try to avoid hit friendlies. Then you click your situation, the SA. You go to sensor. Oh my God, I didn't turn that on. You of course always turn this one on. I usually turn that one on while I'm turning this one on, that one on, and that one on. But I apparently forgot right now I'm sitting. That's on critical lethal.
You forgot a button.
You want to put your friends on early warning ID, and you want to just let the box unknown be unknown, and you click SA. You can see that one is done counting down. It's now saying OK. Then we can go over here and push the internal navigation system from ground into IFA. And after we have done that, the counter disappears down here, and I usually place my SA down here, my situation awareness, because when you go to ground weapons, a radar will pop up there. If you switch to air-to-air weapons, a new radar pop up there. So if you have your situation awareness screen here, it's you fucking have to change it every time, so it's easier you just have it down there. For me anyway. Especially when you have track IR where you just can fucking look down like that and look around corners and shit. So that is basically all I think I have set up now. And that, I don't know how long that took, but that was because I was sitting and chatting and talking
about
and shit like that.
Yeah,
so
do it all.
I can start up without talking.
All right, here we go. Let's watch. Let's see how long it takes him. This is about 19 minutes in here.
I will sometimes, I will of course not use the mouse button.
Okay, 19 minutes.
To click all things. And sometimes when I activate something, I will not even look at it because I
stop talking,
use
Cyber.
Things on my joystick and throttle. So
go, Cyber, go.
I know it's just will be on.
All right, it's not 19 minutes.
Okay, let's try something over here. Right.
19.
All right.
1920. Here we go.
I usually start with this.
1920. So long it takes me.
Request rearming. Copy.
Oh, he's doing everything with his joysticks and his keys. Okay, there he goes. He's fucking fast as fuck, dude. Oh my god. Here we go. We got to set up all of this shit. We sets up the radar, which is the most extensive thing.
Rearming complete.
You forgot that little button. The doo-doo-doo. Bro, you forgot the doo-doo-doo. Bro, you forgot the doo-doo-doo. There it goes. There it goes. I guess it had to, I guess he hit it, but it just had to warm up. Fuck, Cyber. This fucking game is crazy. You have to do this. Oh my god. And you don't have to do this. You can just play the game, but this is the technical side of the game if you want to get into it.
Counting down.
All right, how long did this take so far? 3 minutes so far.
That is still on standby. That is still going.
3 minutes.
Remember to put the flaps on half for takeoff. And I am at now. I didn't put that on. I think that was my thing.
3
That
minutes.
is not disappeared yet, but that will disappear while you are driving out to the runway. As soon as it disappears, you either. It is just to fucking. It's fucking like seeing as fucking playing a song on your guitar, bro. As soon as you know the riffs and you know how to fucking play it, it's not fucking hard. I mean, just instead of a button there, click a button there, click a button there, click a button there, then try to have a kind of a rhythm flow over it where kind of go this way around, over there, down here, over there. I mean, it's a whole kind of flow in the rhythm. And that should disappear very soon.
3 minute invest.
Just before it disappears, it will say go
Every
up
time.
here.
Every time you crash a plane, you
And
gotta
then
go
this
through
will
that.
disappear a few seconds later.
Oh my god! When you get shot down, every time you get shot down. Well,
Usually when I take off, I have this on hot. But that changes as soon as you change your weapons. Let's say you choose air to air. That will change to this screen. If you go air to ground, it shows you air to ground. You can see it says go right there now, and then this will disappear very soon. You might already be in the air by now, or close to be in the air. Just remember, do not touch that one before this one is
On. Off.
no longer on standby. I believe that is your fire extinguisher. What else is that one?
Fire extinguisher.
That is, I don't think that's implemented in the game yet as a working fire extinguisher.
Oh, I could have used it the other day.
All right, we are about to move. So hey, bro, another thing you can see here with
Up the light
track, and it disappeared. Then we can take this, turn it on bit, then it will say go here, and that means you are ready, and you can put it on receive or expect. If it don't say go right there, I don't know. Then it's probably broken, and you need a new plane. But what I was trying to say, you can see here if you're flying with track IR, you can just fucking look behind you. You can keep an eye on the guy up there and follow him around when you fly. And you can look over there and look over there. And
yeah, but
if we have a pilot in the seat, we can look over there. Look
you can't look.
here.
I don't understand.
So
oh, you can see your hands. You can see your body.
Because the joystick and the pilot and yourself is fucking blocking. So if you have no chance to move the camera around fucking quick, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I usually don't fly even with the pilot and the joystick on. I usually don't. Sometimes I do, depending on how immersive I want to be. I don't know if you know, but here is that screen down there. So you don't need to have this screen pulled up to see where if a missile coming in from there, or bad guys coming in from where. You will see it on this screen down here. That knob here is how bright you want it or don't want it. All right, I think that's it. That is how you fucking start up a Hornet. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's it. Cheers.
He should have launched it and done something crazy though, since he started the whole fucking thing up. Now I'm disappointed. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that time with me. I enjoyed it with you. You guys take care. We're back down from 44. We got all up to 44.5. Now we're down to 43.8. So I will see you on the next live stream. I don't know when it will be. Hope you guys had fun on this one. And 3.5